Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I am Adobe Wan, and I am here for your entertainment during today's Bears game. And it is crazy because this is the national game, and I have to watch this on a stream because I live in Wisconsin and I can't get it. Packers are on at the same time on the same station, so yeah, I had to suck it up and pay for access to today's game. But hey, it is what it is. Welcome in, welcome in. We are just a few minutes from kickoff here. Bob, I see you out here. Have fun in your shop. Hopefully, I can do well enough to keep you well informed during the game today. Everybody, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Once again, welcome in. I am Joby Wan. I will be here for the remainder of today's game. The Bears out in Minnesota taking on the Vikings, trying to even the season series at 1-1. Pretty much every game the Bears are playing at this moment is a must win. To keep pace with the division, and of course, this is a divisional matchup as well. Vikings already hold a tiebreaker over the Bears. So we need to get this one back. Injuries, we had a couple of notes. Nothing too crazy for the Bears right now. They have pretty much everybody available that isn't on IR. The only notable guy still not playing this week is TJ Edwards with that hand injury that he has. But there were a couple of interesting notes about the Vikings. The first is that Jonathan Grenard will not be playing, who is probably their best pass rusher. Jonathan Grenard not going to be playing for the Vikings. He has a shoulder injury. And then the other thing is that JJ McCarthy was spotted with some type of wrap on his throwing hand during warmups. The hand was bruised in last week's game. So if he's still dealing with a hand issue, he's already not playing great in his rookie. Well, it's not his rookie year, it's his second year. But he's playing with a hand injury. That's going to complicate issues for the Vikings as well today. So. Welcome in, everyone. We are live on both YouTube and TikTok, providing you play-by-play because screw Tom Brady. One of the worst commentators in the league right now as far as color commentary goes. Kevin Burkhardt's play-by-play ain't bad. But they need to put Greg Olsen back on the A team. All right, it is noon. We are just moments away from kickoff. Just a Pepsi there, everyone. No intoxicants right now. A little early for me. I'm not a day drinker very, very much. Welcome in to my TikTok audience here. We will be live for this entire game, bringing you my personal play-by-play and color commentary, as I can get quite colorful from time to time. Hopefully, we can go a little easy breezy this week, as the Bears have got my chest pumping over the last couple of games here. You guys can check my my YouTube shorts or my TikTok videos. You can see what I'm talking about. But Bears have definitely helped contribute to my cardio health over the last few weeks. All right, we got the big Fox robot here. It looks like we are just about ready to get underway. Come on, gentlemen. Bears versus Vikings in Minneapolis. Now, of course, they're doing that dumb skull chant before the games. Aaron Andrews on the sideline, Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady in the booth. I'm sure we got Tom Rinaldi on the other sideline. It's weird how the A team gets two sideline reporters and the rest of the broadcast teams only get one. It doesn't seem fair. Again, we are just moments from kickoff here, getting underway. The Bears trying to keep their playoff aspirations in good health for the time being. Getting a division win, which would be their first division win on the year, would go a long way in completing that. Looks like the Bears will be kicking it away to the Vikings. Miles Price and Adam Thielen look like to be the two returners on the day. Their other returner is out, and I did not have the man off the practice squad who is going to be available today. But the kick is underway, and we are underway. The opening kickoff will bounce into the end zone and go through the back after bouncing in the landing zone. So I believe that starts at the 20. I'm still trying to get a grasp on all the rules on this dynamic kickoff. You know, whether you get it at the 35 or the 30 or the 25, it's all crazy right now. But I believe because it landed in the landing zone and bounced through the end zone, that this drive starts at the 20-yard line. JJ McCarthy ready to take the field. Injured his throwing hand last week. He's trying to get a look on camera here. Let's see. Pre-game, he was spotted with a wrap on his throwing hand. It does look like there's some sort of splint on his thumb. All right, McCarthy under center. He's got two wideouts to his right, one to his left, sends a man in motion, turns, hands it off. That's going to be Aaron Jones on the first down carry, who's going to have a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. And we are officially underway with 14:51 remaining in this first quarter. Welcome in. I am Joby Wan. I shall be here for you for your entertainment throughout today's game. Bears taking on the Vikings out in Minneapolis. And we are just underway. 14:35, 14:34, 14:33 left to go in this first quarter. McCarthy lined up in the shotgun on 2nd and 6, two wideouts and a back lined up next to him. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Aaron Jones once again, who's going to take it up the right side, tries to turn the corner, and will only gain about 1.5 yards on that second down carry. And that will bring up 3rd and about 5. Bears defense relatively healthy other than the secondary members who are still on injured reserve. TJ Edwards is out today. And Jalen Johnson, really the only notable missing member of that secondary right now. All right, 3rd and 5. McCarthy takes the shotgun snap. He's looking left, trying to get it out to Adam Thielen, who does come down with the catch, and it looks like that will be just enough for a first down. It is enough that will move the sticks, and that brings up 1st and 10, 13:40, 13:39, 13:38 left to go in this first quarter. Old Viking Adam Thielen, who I believe returned to the team this year after spending a couple of seasons in Carolina, getting that first down catch. All right, McCarthy under center. He's got two wideouts to his left, one to his right. Back Jones behind him, sends a man in motion, turns, pitches it out to Jones. Is going to take it out the left side, and we'll have a gain of about 1, maybe 2 on that first down carry. 13:08, 13:07, 13:06 left to go in this first quarter. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. I am Joby Wan. I shall be here for this entire game. We are just getting underway in Minneapolis here. Vikings have taken the opening kick, a couple of running plays to start out this game, and a 3rd down completion out to Adam Thielen. And we are at the Minnesota 32-yard line. McCarthy in the shotgun. 3 wideouts, takes the snap. He's looking over the middle, looking to his left, just takes the check down to Hawkinson, who's going to have a little bit of convoy, and he will come close to a first down on that second down catch. 3rd down and short incoming with 12:24, 12:23, 12:22 left to go in this first quarter. Vikings offense trying to get it done, mostly with the short passing game on the ground so far. Looks like that hand injury that McCarthy incurred last week may hamper him on some deep balls today. We'll have to Check and see how that goes. 3rd and 2. McCarthy in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Hands the ball off to Jones, who's going to take it up the middle, and he will have just enough for the first down. About 2.5 yards gained when they needed 2. That is Aaron Jones, the former Packer, of course, in the backfield for the Minnesota Vikings. Green and gold, purple and gold, either way, it looks ugly on you. Ball at the 41-yard line of Minnesota. 1st and 10. J.J. McCarthy under center. Adam Thielen in motion. Takes the ball, hands it off, or fakes the handoff. He's looking out to his left. He's going to air it out to the left side, but that will fall incomplete. Out there looking for his man. That is Jordan Addison. 2nd down and 10. Jordan Addison with Nashawn Wright on him. He was definitely beat, but the ball was inaccurate. And that is the first one we've seen by J.J. McCarthy that is off target. So that hand so far could be an issue. Let's see what happens here going forward. 2nd down. McCarthy in the shotgun, 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right, sends a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off to Aaron Jones, takes it up the middle, and that's going to gash the Bears for about 7 on that 2nd down carry, and that will bring up 3rd and short with 10:58, 10:57, 10:56 remaining in the first quarter. Shot of our man, head coach Ben Johnson on the sideline, of course, first year, having a very decent year to start out so far. 3rd down and 3. Ball is at the Minnesota 48. McCarthy in the shotgun, sending Addison in motion. McCarthy taking the shotgun snap, looking to his left, under pressure, throws it out there, and that will fall incomplete, looking for Justin Jefferson, and that will bring down 4th and 3. Minnesota at their own 48. Looks like Kevin O'Connell pulling his offense off the field. That is another inaccurate throw by J.J. McCarthy. He has thrown 2 short balls that have been relatively accurate, but anything intermediate or long has not looked good so far. So a hand could be an issue. We are at 4th and 3. Punt unit is on the field for the Vikings. And now they are changing up their coverage somehow. Watch the fake, gentlemen. 4th and 3, ball at the 48. The punt is away. Our man Duvernay back to receive that, and he does call for a fair catch right around the 10-yard line, where the Bears will take over with 10 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. I am Joby Wan. I, of course, will be here for the remainder of today's game. Just getting out, the Bears have finally caused the Vikings to punt it away. Vikings looked like they were going to get going for a minute there. Drive stalled out at midfield. And the Bears will take over at their own 10-yard line. Thank you all for joining me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. TikTokers, please find me on YouTube. YouTubers, please find me on TikTok. I want to penetrate the zeitgeist as much as I possibly can. And I hope that you guys are enjoying the content I'm putting out there. This is my first Bears season doing this. So, I'm just kind of feeling my way out doing this. Trying to do a couple of different things over the last few weeks. Trying to, appeal to different types of audiences here. So we'll see how that penetrates. But so far, I have been enjoying this experience. Who knows? I'd be sitting here watching these games anyways, whether you guys are watching me or not. So figure let's have a little bit of fun with it. We are at a commercial break, just waiting for the Bears to come back and take over. 1st and 10 from their own 10. Good time to get a little snack in. There are times when I try to eat during the game here. Next thing you know, I got a potato chip in my mouth when I'm trying to do some commentary here. Bad news. All right. So far, J.J. McCarthy's throwing hand looks to be an issue. I'm sure when we come back from commercial break, there's going to be a shot of a trainer working on his hand or something like that. Almost guarantee that. All right, we are back from the break. Bears are on the field in the huddle. They're showing some good stats for Caleb on the TV there. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to speak them out loud right now. All right, Caleb under center, ball at the 10-yard line. Pitches it out to DeAndre Swift, who will be met behind the line of scrimmage and might get back to the initial line of scrimmage on that first down carry. 10-11, 10-10, 10-09 remaining in this first quarter. Vikings defensive line getting some penetration on that first down carry. If there's one thing I don't want to see on this first series, it's that damn wide receiver screen that Ben Johnson loves to throw out there early in the game. Second down, they're going to say they gained a yard on that first down. I'm shocked. Caleb in the shotgun has a man in motion, looking out to his left. He's going to have to roll out of some pressure. There is a flag. That's going to be a penalty on the Bears offensive line, and Caleb will just throw this one out of bounds, and we're going to have to see what that is, but I guarantee it's going to be a hold on the Bears offensive line, and that will back them up half the distance. The holding penalty is called on DeAndre Swift, and it's going to be declined, which is curious. I mean, I guess it takes the down away, but wouldn't you want to back them up half the distance? The ball at the 11, that would get you back to roughly, between the 5 and the 6. But hey, I'm not going to question it. Third down and 9 incoming for the Bears. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got two wideouts to either side of him. Takes a snap, looking over the middle. Plenty of time to throw. He's throwing a deep one to the right side, and that's just a little too long, looking for Roma Dunze up the right side. And the Bears will go 3 and out on their opening possession with 9:30 remaining on the clock. You can check my my latest shorts, but my thoughts on the Packers are that they're a very solid team, but Jordan Love cannot be trusted right now. He makes very large mistakes in the biggest moments. That's my thoughts on the Packers. Anyways, Bears ready to kick this one away. Torrey Taylor takes the snap, and the ball is in the air. Bad kick. You could see that one coming off his foot. And that one does take a Chicago hop and luckily goes out of bounds roughly around a 35-yard line of Minnesota. But holy crap, did that not look like a good kick? That thing rolled for a good 20, 25 yards almost. Otherwise, holy crap, would that not have looked good for the Bears? So that is where the Vikings will take over first and 10. And we are now at another commercial break. Bears 3 and out on their opening drive. I mean, you really can't argue with it. A good team is kind of always drafting a developmental guy, every couple of years, anyways. Obviously, if you draft one in the first round, you're telling your quarterback, we're going to be moving on from you, which was absolutely the case when they drafted Jordan Love, of course. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers was none too pleased with that move. And hey, I mean, they got a couple more good years out of Rodgers, right? And he had an MVP season that year that they drafted Jordan Love. So I mean, hey, no harm, no foul, I guess, right? But yeah, I think if they were to draft a high quarterback, not a high quarterback, a quarterback with a high pick, that would probably damage Jordan Love's psyche irreparably. But enough about the Packers. I'm surprised. Aren't you watching the Packer game right? Aren't they playing right now? That's the main reason I can't even watch the. I can't watch the game on the regular old, free to air antenna because the Packers are on the same channel as the Bears, and I'm on the wrong side of the cheddar curtain to watch the Bears game. So I'm blacked out of the Bears. Had to pay for some access today, unfortunately. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you everyone for joining me, YouTubers, TikTokers. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, share with any other Bears friends you have, Packer fans maybe. Thank you, sir. All right, we are coming back from commercial. They're showing us some old-timey footage here. Gotta love that grainy footage from in the old Metrodome with their inflatable roof. Of course, I remember that blizzard when it caved in. We got a hell of a lot of snow that weekend here as well. 130th game between the Bears and the Vikings. All right, 1st and 10, McCarthy under center, ball at the 36 of Minnesota. Takes the hand or turns and hands it off to Aaron Jones, who takes it up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of 6, maybe 7 on that first down carry. 9-12, 9-11, 9-10 left to go in this first quarter. Yeah, we definitely want to keep it clean, Bob. I want to be entertaining, not deleting every other comment. All right, 2nd down and 3, 8:52, 8:51, 8:50 left to go in this first quarter. McCarthy under center. He's got an I formation behind him. Turns, hands it off to, fakes the handoff to Aaron Jones. Rolls out to his right under pressure. Gets it out to his backup tight end, and that tight end will be brought down for a loss of about 4. That is Josh Oliver, the number 2 tight end for Minnesota, who loses about 4 yards on that completion. Looks like Coach O'Connell wants to keep the passing game short for the young man under center right now, which I don't blame him because those first 2 deeper balls they tried to attempt did not look good. McCarthy 3 of 5 for 10 yards. 3rd down and 7, ball at the 39 of Minnesota. McCarthy in the shotgun, 3 wideouts, man lined up next to him, drops back. He's looking over the middle, throws it deep, and he just hits Jordan Addison in the hands, but he is unable to come up with it, as I believe he heard the footsteps of Kevin Byard coming ready to dislodge that football. Had he come down with it, and the Vikings now go 3 and out on their second possession, ready to punt it away to the Bears. Nashawn Wright was closer. That was just slightly off the fingertips, I guess. I mean, had it been more on the money, he probably would have come down with it. I don't think he was more afraid of getting hit on that one, but it is 4th and 7 either way. 8 minutes left to go to snap. The ball is now in the air. Devin Duvernay back to return. That is going to take a bounce at the 5-yard line and go into the end zone and touch back, where the Bears will take over at their own 20-yard line with 7:51 remaining in this first quarter. Ball just off the hands of Jordan Addison. That would have been a big play had he completed that. Huge one over the middle, but just a little bit too far. Not a bad ball by McCarthy. Like I say, hit the man in the hands, so it's really on him to catch it. So sucks for me that this is the national game, and of course I'm blacked out of it because once again I am on the wrong side of the cheddar curtain. Packers are on local TV right now. Hopefully taking an ass whipping from the New York Giants today. Not counting on it, but hey, it'd be nice if it happened. Anybody wants to keep me apprised on how that Packer game is going, that would be nice. Always up for information. Let's see if we have any updates from our field reporter here, Brad Biggs of the Chicago Tribune, formerly of the Sun-Times, but he's always usually posting pertinent information during the game here. No tweets from him since the inactives, so nothing to report that we haven't seen on the TV so far. All right, we are at commercial break, getting back ready for the Bears to take over at their own 20 after the Vikings went 3 and out on their second possession. Offense is struggling a little bit right now. Vikings gained about 30 yards on their first possession, but then stalled out. And since then, we've seen nothing but 3-and-outs. That was definitely a win now move trading for Micah Parsons. And I definitely couldn't argue with it when they made the move because Packers are definitely a very like well-built team. And I can't argue with them thinking they were a big pass rusher away from being Super Bowl contenders. So when they made that move, they shot up everybody's contenders lists. But if that move doesn't pay dividends this year, they have hamstrung themselves for the next 2 seasons. Caleb under center, he's got a weak eye, strong eye behind him. Only one receiver on the field, turns, hands it off to DeAndre Swift. No, that's Kyle Monungai behind him. He surges forward for about a 3.5, maybe 4 yard gain on that first down carry. 7:42, 7:41, 7:40 left to go in this first quarter. No scores so far. Bears and Vikings offense not getting a whole lot done. Caleb 0 for 2 passing right now. Bears offense well outperforming what they did last year. Looking at those stats they just showed. Caleb under center, 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right, sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff to Monungai, gets a short pass out to Luther Burden, who's going to lose a couple of yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and long for this Bears offense with 7:03, 7:02, 7:01 remaining. All right, cutting away to the Giants, who have apparently gone up on the Packers 7-0 in the first quarter of their game. Way to go, Giants. Nice to see you bounce back after taking the L to our boys last week. 3rd down and 9 incoming, 6:43, 6:42, 6:41. Caleb in the shotgun, 3 wideouts to his right, drops back, going to air it out once again. And he had a wide open man in DJ Moore, but it is way too long for him. And the Bears, for the second time, will go 3-and-out now with 6:34 remaining in this first quarter. They had Adunze, DJ Moore, and Loveland lined up in a bunch out on the right side. And had he put that ball on the money, DJ Moore would have been probably to the house, but the ball was just a little too long for him. DJ Moore didn't look like he may have had the afterburners on either, though, so that doesn't help. But anyways, Torrey Taylor back to punt this one away. Snap, and he has this one in the air. Better kick than the last one, that's for sure. This will be taken in at the 20 by Minnesota. It's a very returnable kick. Be met around the 35-yard line and taken down around the 39. And that is where Minnesota will take over with 6:23 remaining in the first quarter. Yeah, I just saw the scoring play by the Giants. Very nice, very nice. All right, we are at commercial break. We have had 3 successive 3-and-out series, 2 by the Bears, 1 by the Vikings, and we still stand at 0-0 in our first quarter here. Hopefully this doesn't turn out to be like the stream that I had on Monday night, which was, of course, the Eagles beating the Packers 10-7 or whatever the final score was. What a boring game. Although there was high drama at the end. That at least was entertaining. But man, I can't believe I sat here for 3.5 hours streaming a game that didn't even have a score until midway through the third quarter and no touchdowns till the fourth quarter. So, yes, hopefully that game or this game doesn't turn out like that game did. That would not be entertaining. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. I am Joby Wan, Bears fan and super nerd extraordinaire. I shall be here for the remainder of today's game and for all the Bears games this season. Bears need to, of course, get this division win today so that I might be able to do an 18th stream on the season. That would be awesome to be able to do. Wouldn't mind getting that extra game at the end of the year. I'm asking for one, just one. I'm not going to go begging for more than that because I think that's getting greedy, especially when I didn't think they would really be able to pull that out this season. But with the trajectory they're going so far, I kind of want it. Again, their their road is not going to be easy at all for the remainder of the season. Pretty much all the cupcakes have shown up on their schedule already. They got nothing but tough divisional games and a couple other tough opponents like the freaking Steelers coming to town next week. Steelers might not be the best team in the world, but you still have the Aaron Rodgers mojo in Soldier Field, and I just don't want to deal with it. It's going to be a tough game to watch next week. It's going to be real difficult. Anyways, all right, we are back. The Vikings are on the field at the 40-yard line. McCarthy under center. He turns, hands it off to Aaron Jones, who takes it up the middle and is met after a gain of about 4 yards. And that will bring up second down and 6 for the Vikings with 6:11, 6:10, 6:09 remaining in this first quarter. They're going to give them a gain of 5 on that first down carry. Bears run offense, giving up a little more than you would like to see currently. All right, McCarthy under center once again. He's got a single back behind him. Jordan Addison in motion. Throws it out quickly to Justin Jefferson, who will be tackled by Tyreek Stevenson, but not before just being able to gain that first down. A gain of 5, and that will keep the chains moving for the Vikings with 5:33, 5:32, 5:31 remaining in this first quarter. No points so far. Vikings trying to be the first ones to get on the board here. They are at the 49-yard line of Chicago, so they have just crossed into Bears territory. McCarthy fakes the handoff, throws it over the middle, gets it complete to Justin Jefferson, and they cannot get him to go down, and he will be brought down finally around the 32-yard line, where the Vikings will have another first down and 4:55 remaining in this first quarter. Tyreek Stevenson playing him about as tight as you possibly could. Justin Jefferson is just one of those guys who is very difficult to cover. 4:37, 4:36, 4:35 remaining in this first quarter. Vikings at the 31-yard line. McCarthy under center. Sends a man in motion. He is still surveying. Sends a man in motion again. Turns, hands it off to Jones, who's going to take it up the middle, not even be touched. And that's going to be a gain of about 14 on that first down carry by Aaron Jones. And the clock will keep ticking at 4:09, 4:08. And now we have a replay. Aaron Jones barely even touched on that running play. Hits the cutback. The entire left side of the line, right side of the Bears, basically just fell over. And nobody able to bring him down. It took Jaquan Brisker, the safety, the last line of defense, to bring him down. Ball is at the Chicago, 17-yard line now. McCarthy under center. Turns, hands it off to Aaron Jones once again, who takes it up the middle, and this time he will be met after a gain of about 1, and that will bring up second down and 9 with 3:33, 3:32, 3:31 remaining in this first quarter. Vikings offense on the move now after we watched a bunch of stagnant offense to start this game between both teams. Second down and 9 incoming. J.J. McCarthy is currently 5 of 8 for 34 yards. I don't believe Caleb has even completed a pass yet. McCarthy in the shotgun. He's got trips out to his right this time. Setting Jefferson in motion now to the left. He takes a snap, looking out to his left, under pressure, throws it over the middle to the check down man, which is Aaron Jones, and that will be a gain of about 2 on that second down catch. Tackled by Noah Sewell on the play, and third down incoming with 2:45, 2:44, 2:43 remaining in this first quarter. Thank you for joining me. Welcome in, welcome in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Third down and 6 incoming, 2:27, 2:26, 2:25. McCarthy in the shotgun. He's got two wideouts to his left, one to his right. Aaron Jones lined up next to him, sends Hawkinson in motion, takes the shotgun snap, looking out to his left, throws it out. He's trying to get it to Aaron Jones, but that will fall incomplete. Was looking for Aaron Jones on a little wheel route out on the left side, getting to the corner of the end zone, but that will bring up 4th and 6, and the Vikings will send the field goal unit onto the field. Bears bending, but fortunately not breaking, and only going to give up a field goal attempt here on this drive. First positive drive by the Vikings so far. Bears have had none. Will Reichert on the field, getting ready to kick this field goal. Short 31 yarder for him. The kick is up, and it is through the uprights, and the Vikings have taken a early 3-point lead with 2:10 remaining in this first quarter. Commercial break before we get back to kick it away, and hopefully Bears can get some positive offense going on this next drive. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. I am Joby Wan, Bears fan extraordinaire, poet, and I didn't know it. I do that all the freaking time. Probably is the former musician in me. No, I was not a singer, but was a drummer, as a few of my videos do show recently. Spent a good 20 years playing the drums. Oh my God. All right, don't mind me. Excuse me while I was choking on my damn snacks there. That'll happen from time to time. Jeez. Now my eyes are all watering. Holy crap. Anyways, jeez. That was a bit of a rough one. Took potato chip down the wrong windpipe. Down the windpipe. Not the wrong windpipe, just a windpipe. Holy shit. It burns. All right, just waiting for the Bears to take the kickoff after the Minnesota Vikings have gone up 3-0. We got just a couple of minutes remaining in this first quarter. And the Bears offense has not done much other than go 3 and out to begin this game. 2:10 is remaining. Caleb on the sidelines, ready to get another go at this. Vikings ready to kick it away. Ooh. Hopefully we can avoid more snack mishaps here. Jeez. Trying to inhale potato chips rather than swallow here at the moment. Holy crap. All right, the ball is in the air, and the Bears are ready to return this one. Duvernay takes it in at the 3-yard line. That is not Duvernay. That is actually our man, Roshan Johnson. And he gets out to about the 24. Bears returns. Just something left to be desired on every one of them. 3 and out on first 2 drives so far. Bears is the first time that's happened this season. They have been putting up points more often than not on their opening drives, but not the case today. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. Caleb under center, sends a man in motion. He's got 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends, and 1 running back. Running back is Swift lined up behind him. Takes the snap, Hands it off to Swift, and that ball's going to be fumbled and then kicked, and Roma Dunze will fall on it. That play was dead to rights from the get-go. The defensive end was in there breaking up the handoff. The ball never got to the running back, and then it was kicked backwards. That was not a defensive end. That was a defensive back. Who was that? There's the backup free safety, Jay Ward, who managed to get in there and just bust that play up. And the Bears have lost what looks to be about 13 yards of field position on that play. Maybe 18 yards. Luckily, Roma Dunze fell on that. They lost 20 yards, 15 yards of field position. Caleb drops back in the shotgun, throws it over the middle. That will be complete to Roma Dunze, who will be stopped just shy of the first down marker. Bears on 2nd and 25 managed to pick up 24 and make it 3rd and short. What a freaking miracle after the disaster on the first down play. Roma Dunze out here saving people's jobs. 3rd down and 1 incoming. Bears averting disaster to start out this drive. Hopefully they can pick up their first down of the game now. 1:08 remaining in this first quarter. And it looks like we have a stoppage in play as the left tackle Theo Benedet is now down on the ground. And that is not good because he was the replacement man for Braxton Jones earlier in the season. We do have an injury timeout and a commercial break, but Braxton Jones started the year at left tackle, and the line did not look good with him playing in that position. A couple of games later, they take him out and put Theo Benedet in, and next thing you know, the Bears' offensive line is looking significantly better. So the Theo Benedet injury would not be good news for us right now. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. We are live watching the Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings out in Minneapolis. The Vikings have the early 3-0 lead. We are towards the end of the first quarter, but we are at an injury timeout at the moment. All right, Theo Benedet walking off under his own power. He's in the blue medical tent now. 3rd down and 1 incoming. Caleb under center. He's got 2 tight ends to his right, 1 receiver to his left. Turns, hands it off to DeAndre Swift, who will just gain the first down on that 3rd down carry. Gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards. And 45 seconds, 44, 43, 42 remaining in this first quarter. Theo Benedet already coming back onto the field, only missing 1 play. Ozzie Trapillo was the man who spelled him on that 3rd down carry. Bears now have 1st and 10. And we'll run 1 more play likely before the end of this first quarter. Bears now have their first down of the game. Caleb under center, sending Loveland in motion now. Takes a snap, turns, fakes the handoff. Plenty of time, but does face some pressure, has to roll out. Throws the ball out to DeAndre Swift on his left-hand side, but the ball is way off target. That will bring up 2nd down and 10, and the Bears will have to run 1 more play in this first quarter. There are 8 seconds left on the clock, and the clock has stopped due to the incompletion. That ball was nowhere near being complete, and he had plenty of time to get it out there. Caleb drops back when he had about 3 to 4 seconds to throw. Found some pressure, had to roll out, and then there was Swift wide open, and he just missed him. Anyways, Caleb turns, hands it off to DeAndre Swift, who will carry it up the left side. He's going to fight for some yardage, and that looks to be a gain of 5, maybe 6 on that 2nd down carry, and that is where the Bears will have 3rd down and about 4 when we come back from commercial as the first quarter is over. Vikings leading it 3-0. I don't know what it is, but Caleb off target throws. I mean, he was rolling out to his left on that one. So, I mean, when you're a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to your left is a difficult throw. But when the man's wide open, you just take some care getting it in there. That's all. Oh, well. Where did my can koozie go? Gotta keep my beverage cold. Ruh-roh. Did I drop it?
No. Did I put it somewhere?
What did I do with my can koozie? All right. This is a 5-alarm fire now. What's going on here? I didn't throw it out. Watch, it's in the garbage can. That would suck. It's in the garbage can. Found it. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. All right. We are at a commercial break, so I should go and pee, but I'm going to save that for when the defense is getting ready to take the field, because, you know, we got a P for the D. How's that Packer game looking so far? Giants still up 7-0 against the Packers, so I like that. I like that. Packers have the ball. Looks like they're in the red zone according to that. I just pulled it up on NFL.com. They kind of give you the little score bug there. Kind of gives you as much information as it can in a little box. But hey, as long as the Giants have more points than the Packers, I'm happy. And we are back for the start of the second quarter. Vikings leading 3-0. Bears with a third down and short. I believe about a third down and 4. They're calling it third down and 3. Ball at their own 43-yard line. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Takes the snap, looking over to his left, trying to get it out there for Luther Burden, but he is unable to come up with it as he was very tightly covered, and that brings up 4th and 3 for the Bears. And they will punt it away once again. Bears offense unable to get anything really going. Only have 1 first down on the day so far. And that one they managed to get after being backed up to a 2nd and 25 play. Torrey Taylor with the kick. It is in the air. And that will be taken in around the 12-yard line, where that was fair caught. But however, they're going to get the Bears for kick catch interference. And that is the backup DB, Josh Blackwell, typically a special teams ace for the Bears. But he runs right into the man, Miles Price, as he's attempting to fair catch that punt. And of course, that will result in a big penalty. 15-yard penalty from where the ball was caught. So rather than the Vikings taking over at their own 12, they will now be taking over at their own 27. Big mistake on special teams yet again. Oh, those Bears special teams, as Chris Berman might say. You can't get that close, man. Jeez. I suppose I should have peed, but that was a very short break. They gave it a short break because we had just had the first quarter break. Anyways, 14:48 left to go in the second quarter. McCarthy in the shotgun. He's got 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. Takes a snap, throws the quick check down to Aaron Jones, who will gain about 1 yard on a short swing pass out to the right side. 14:41, 14:40, 14:39 left to go in this second quarter. Vikings still have the early lead of 3-0. Bears unable to get anything going on their offense so far. Maybe the defense can come up with a big play for them. 2nd down and 9, 14:21, 14:20, 14:19. McCarthy in the shotgun again. 2 wideouts to his left or to his right, 1 to his left. Sends Jefferson in motion, hands it off to Aaron Jones, who's going to carry it out the right side. It is not Aaron Jones. It is Jordan Mason, and he will have a gain of about 4 on that second down carry. Third down and 5 incoming with 13:59, 58, 57 left to go in this second quarter. Jordan Mason in there for a down. They're going to give him, they're going to call this 3rd and 4, excuse me. Bears defense hoping to get this stop here. Bears offense still has yet to get anything done so far. Ball at the 33 of Minnesota. McCarthy in the shotgun, 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. Aaron Jones lined up next to him, drops back, looking right, throws it over the middle, and that is going to be fall incomplete. Had a great chance to be intercepted as both linebackers, Noah Sewell and Tremaine Edmonds, were converging on Aaron Jones. McCarthy trying to get it in about the tightest window you possibly can there. Aaron Jones, no shot, bounces off his hands, falls incomplete, and the Bears will take over after Minnesota has their own 3 and outs. That seems to be the book on them week after week. Got to sit here and stress out for 3 quarters, and then the Bears offense gets going in the 4th. Welcome in, TikTokers. Thank you for joining me. Welcome in, YouTubers. Thank you for joining me. Bears take the punt, fair caught by Devin Duvernay around the 31-yard line, and that is where the Bears will take over with 13:20 remaining in this second quarter. And I can't hold it anymore. I will be right back after I pee. All right. I am back, just waiting for these Bears to come back where they will be taking over. I believe their 4th drive now of the game. They've only got 1 first down to show for all of their offensive effort so far. And maybe we can get some points before the end of the first half. See if we have any updates from the sidelines here. Theo Benedet shaken up, returned after 1 play. Again, nothing happening that we are not seeing on the TV, so that's good to see. 13:20 remaining, second quarter. Bears getting ready to take over on first down. First 3 drives, punt, punt, punt. Total of 12 plays run by these Bears so far, for a whopping total of 20 offensive yards. Okay. Caleb's only 2 of 7 on the day so far. Ball is at the 26. Caleb turns, fakes the handoff under immediate pressure, rolls out of it. Plenty of time now. Scrambling. He's just going to take this one on his legs, and he will have a gain of about 6, maybe 7 yards. And he knocks over special teams coach Kevin Hightower on his way out of bounds. At least that looked like Kevin Hightower. But Caleb under immediate pressure, and that's the DB Jay Ward once again providing massive pressure on the side. That's 2 series in a row he's done that. And yeah, Caleb Caleb taking some collateral damage to his own team on the sideline there. 2nd down and 4 after the scramble by Caleb. Sends a man in motion. That's Cole Kmet. Turns, hands it off to DeAndre Swift, who will take it up the middle, has the 1st down, and that will be a gain of about 9 by DeAndre Swift on that 2nd down carry. 12:33 remaining in this 2nd quarter. Bears hopefully showing some signs of life here on this drive. I hate that this is the best start they've had since 2018 because we all know how 2018 ended. That was a rough one. But offensively, this is a different team compared to 2018, that's for sure. Caleb under center, 1st down and 10, ball at the Chicago 41-yard line. Turns, fakes the handoff to Swift. Time to throw it. Throws it over to the right side. That is going to be complete to Roma Dunze for another 1st down, and that will be crossing the 50-yard line into Minnesota territory, with the Bears will have it roughly around the Minnesota 45. Nice throw by Caleb. That one was on the money, and a nice grab by Luther Burden as well, as that was a very hot ball, and Burden caught it no problem. Ball is on the Minnesota 45. Caleb under center. He's got trips out to his right. Sends Luther Burden in motion out to his left side. Turns, hands it off to Swift, who will carry it up the right side, and he's going to have another 5-yard gain on that 1st down carry with 11-16, 11-15, 11-14 left to go in this 2nd quarter. Bears offense finally on the move. Theo Benedet is still in there at left tackle, so just a little shaken up on that 1 down. Otherwise, Bears offense fully intact out here. Getting a little bit more of Luther Burden action out here. He's not on the field at the moment, but we've been seeing a little bit more of him now today. Haven't seen very much Zacchaeus at all. Caleb under center. He's got 2 men out to his right, 1 to his left. Pitches it out to Swift on that handoff, and he's going, it's not a handoff, obviously. It's going to be a very minimal gain on that 2nd down carry. That will bring up 3rd down, and it will still be about 4. The ref, it looks like he's going to be kind enough to give him a yard on that carry, but I'd be surprised if it was a foot, to be honest. Ball will be placed around the 39-yard line on this 3rd down. It will be 3rd down and 3 incoming with 10-16, 10-15, 10-14 left to go on this 3rd quarter. 2nd quarter, excuse me. Jeez. Caleb in the shotgun, trips out to his left, sends Swift in motion, pitches it out to DJ Moore, who's going to turn the corner and will just have enough for the 1st down, it appears. The ref spotting it right on the line, and that is going to move the chains. The Bears will have 1st down with 9:52, 9:51, 9:50 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Bears offense finally showing some signs of life after having to punt on their first 3 series. Got 3 first downs, 4 first downs now on this series. The ball is at the 35-yard line of Minnesota. 9:32, 9:31. Caleb under center. He's got an I formation behind him. Sends Kmet in motion, fakes the handoff, throws it out to the left side. That is going to be where Kmet will come down with it. After about a 7-yard gain, he will be hit and knocked out of bounds. And that is going to bring up 2nd down and about 3 with 9:10 remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now we have an injured Viking down on the field. It looks to be whoever made the hit on Kmet. Cole Kmet is a very large human being, and he led with his helmet. So Isaiah Rodgers, I believe that is the number 1 defensive back for the Vikings currently, has just gone and injured himself by leading with his helmet to Cole Kmet. And we have a commercial timeout now. Thank you for joining me. Welcome in. Welcome in. I am Joby Wan, a Bears fan and super nerd extraordinaire. I shall be here for the remainder of today's game, and I am here for all of the Bears games every week, of course, hoping that the Bears can get this divisional win and keep themselves in the running to have an 18th game perhaps this year. I would certainly love to be able to stream a wild card game in my first season doing this. But again, thank you for joining me. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share. TikTokers, please find me on YouTube. YouTubers, please find me on TikTok. I want to penetrate the zeitgeist as much as I possibly can, hoping to bring my brand of commentary and intellect, if you want to call it that, to the Bears fandom and all NFL fandom, really. I don't think Bears fans would be the only ones to find my streams entertaining, as I do stream other games. We streamed the Packers versus Eagles on Monday nights. It was not an entertaining game to watch, but it was certainly an entertaining outcome to have as a Bears fan. But we are just here at an injury timeout waiting for our Bears to come back. They have finally gotten a drive going here in this second quarter. But we are at an injury timeout as Isaiah Rodgers, the DB for Minnesota, basically just knocked himself out of the game, going head first at our tight end, Cole Kmet, who is one large corn-fed man. All right. Getting back from the commercial break where the Bears will have, I believe, second down at about 3. Isaiah Rodgers now going off to the blue medical tent. 9:10 remaining in this second quarter. Clock is running now, 9:04, 9:03, 9:02 left to go in this second quarter. Caleb Williams, 4 of 9 for 42 yards right now. Hands it off to DeAndre Swift, who will have a gain of just about 4 yards, enough to have another first down for these Bears, who are having by far their best drive of the day right now. Yeah, Rodgers definitely knocked himself out of the game on that one, unfortunately. That's why they tell you don't lead with your helmet. He really should have got a flag for doing that, to be honest. It wasn't a defenseless receiver, but leading with your helmet is still a penalty in this league, if I am correct. You're talking to Dean Blandino, so they're probably saying the same thing as I am right now. Bears in an I formation. Caleb under center sends Loveland in motion. Turns, fakes the handoff to Swift, throws it out to Loveland on the right side, and that's going to be good for a gain of about 9 on that first down catch. 8:03, 8:02, 8:01 remaining. Colston brought down by 2 Vikings on the right side after a 9-yard gain, and the Bears have second and extremely short. Colston with a little block of Van Ginkel on his way out to get out on the route and was wide open on that throw after that. Excellent play by Colston Loveland. Rookie tight end showing that he gets what his position needs to be doing to succeed in this league. Second down and 1, Caleb under center, 2 tight ends. Fakes the handoff to Swift once again, throws it over the middle, and he almost hits his man, Odunze. Hit him in his right hand in the end zone, but that will bring up third down and 1. Just dropped in the back, almost in the back of the ends, not really the back. I don't know what I'm talking about, but Odunze had to really stretch out to try to come down with that one-handed, was unable to do it, and that will bring up third down and 1 after the incomplete pass. But the Bears are in plus territory, and I imagine they will be going for it either way here. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, whatever the case may be. Ball at the 15-yard line. Caleb just surges forward on his own on a keeper and has easily picked up that first down by gaining about 3 yards on that quarterback sneak. 7:22, 7:21, 7:20 left to go in this second quarter. Shot of defensive coordinator Brian Flores there. Doesn't love it. But yeah, there was nobody there. Whatever the assignment was defensively, I don't think that's where they were supposed to go because the tackles basically just parted for Caleb on that one. Caleb under center turns, hands it off to Swift, who's going to carry it up the middle, and he will have a gain of about 6 on that first down carry. Bears inside the 10-yard line down to about the 7 now with 6:45, 6:44, 6:43 left to go in this second quarter. Bears with 2nd and 5 now, threatening the Vikings end zone. First positive drive of the Bears, by the Bears so far today. Looking very good on this particular series after having nothing but punt, punt, punt on their first 3 series. Caleb under center once again. I formation behind him. Bears running a lot of I lately. Hands it off to Swift, who stumbles in the backfield. He will fall forward for a gain of about 2, but Turf Monster got him before the players were able to get to him. And that's going to bring up third and about 3 with 6:04, 6:03, 6:02 remaining in this second quarter. Definitely the Turf Monster getting a hold of DeAndre Swift there. Shot of Jonathan Grenard, who is inactive today on the sidelines there in Minnesota. They're calling his 3rd and 4. I thought he gained a little more than that, but obviously they disagree with me. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got trips out to his right. They hand it off to Manungai, who carries it up the middle and easily gains the first down, and he will be brought down at the 1-yard line where the Bears will have first and goal. 5:27, 5:26, 5:25 remaining. First and goal at the 1. Bears getting 4 cracks at it. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. No, Komet didn't get a penalty. What happened was the defender, Isaiah Rogers, led with his helmet when trying to tackle Komet, and I think they should have called a penalty, but they did not. So, anyways, Caleb under center, goal line offense in, turns, hands it off to Kyle Manungai, who will surge forward and easily get the touchdown. Bears go up 6-3 in this second quarter. Kyle Manungai with another score on the year, establishing himself as another back to be feared in this league. 4:55 left to go in this second quarter, and the Bears have a 6-3 lead pending the extra points. Kyle Manungai, nice line, wasn't even touched until he had already crossed the goal line. Can't do it much better than that. Cole Kmet with a nice block, Colston Loveland with a nice block, and Theo Benedet with a nice block. Left side of the line, getting it done. Extra point, the snap, the spot, the kick is up, and it is through, and the Bears now lead 7-3 with 4:55 remaining. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Bears have now taken the 7-3 lead early. Well, I suppose we are midway through the second quarter here, and the Bears lead by 4, had their first 3 drives end in punts, only ran 12 plays total on those first 3 drives, but managed to come away with the touchdown on their 4th drive of the day, getting it done through the air, on the ground, ultimately punching it in from 1 yard out with Kyle Manungai, and the Bears have their first points of the game. Let's check on the updates. I'm curious to see if Isaiah Rogers is going to be going to the locker room because he led with his helmet and knocked himself out of the game. Oof, that was a rough hit right there. Manungai just put his helmet right into someone on that one. Let's see here. Big Zay, what do you got? Kyle Manungai, 1-yard touchdown run, caps a 74-yard, 15-play drive. That's what we want to see. Nice. 15 plays. And of course, the Bears had a drive earlier in the season that was 19 plays, which ate up almost an entire quarter. But Chicago 7-3 with 4:55 remaining. No update yet on Isaiah Rogers. Like I say, I'll be curious to see if he comes back. Let's see here. We are at commercial break after the Bears have taken the 7-3 lead. Sorry, just looking at a little socials there. All right, I'm back. I'm here. Hello. Nothing going on. We are not missing anything. Just waiting for the commercial break to be over, and the Bears will be kicking it away, where the Vikings will be taking over. We have 4:55 left to go in this second quarter. All right, 7-3. Bears ready to kick it away. The ball is now in the air. Bit of a dirty looking ball there. Bounces at the 5. Goes to the end zone where it will be returned by Minnesota. He's going to try to take it up the right side, but will be met at the 20. And that is probably the best field position the Bears have had defensively to start all season long based on their kick coverage team. Minnesota taking over at the 20 after that return. Very nice kick coverage for once. 4:50 remaining in this second quarter. Bears with the 7-3 lead. JJ McCarthy getting ready to take the field once again. Of course, JJ and Caleb both taken in the same draft, both second-year quarterbacks. Of course, JJ missing his entire first year, Caleb having his entire first year wasted by a crap coaching staff. McCarthy under center takes a snap, hands it off to Aaron Jones, who will carry it up the middle for about a 3-yard gain. That's up the left side, excuse me, but that's going to be 3. Looks like they're going to mark him down after about a 4-yard gain. That will bring up second down and 6 with 4:35, 4:34, 4:33 remaining in this second quarter. Bears with 109 total yards, the Vikings with 88 total yards. So evenly matched offensively, as Bears have the touchdown to show for it as opposed to the field goal. All right, McCarthy under center, two wideouts, 2 tight ends, turns, fakes the handoff, plenty of time to throw, delivers to his running back, and that will be complete with just enough for a first down. Aaron Jones on that reception, and Noah Sewell is going to come up injured on that play with 3:59 remaining in this second quarter. We're going to have another injury timeout as Noah Sewell is definitely in pain on the field. Noah Sewell, of course, already playing in place of the injured TJ Edwards. Noah Sewell will have to come off. Then the backup to the backup is going to end up on the field, of course. So we are at another injury timeout. The Bears have the lead 7-3. We are getting towards the end of the second quarter here. Minnesota trying to return the favor now. And hopefully the Bears defense keep them from doing it. Bears defense playing very well so far, only giving up a field goal. Bears offense struggled on their first 3 drives, punting all 3 times, and then coming away with a touchdown on the last drive on a very impressive 15-play, 74-yard drive. Bears have shown the ability to sustain those long drives so far this season. And that is definitely an ability you want to have as the season starts to wind down here. Noah Sewell heading to the blue medical tent now. According to their stats, he already has 8 tackles today, which is kind of absurd to think of. I mean, most guys finish, on the high end with 15 tackles for a game. He's already got 8. All right, McCarthy in the shotgun. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Hands it off, fakes the handoff. He's going to be under pressure. He throws it out there, and that's going to be intercepted by Kevin Byard, who's got, his 5th pick on the year now? Returning it. Please protect that ball, young man. And he is going to be out across the Minnesota 30 to the 25-yard line, where the Bears will take over. JJ McCarthy stepping up into pressure, trying to get that ball out there. I don't know if he got hit on it or if it was just a bad throw. He did get hit on the throw. That was big Grady Jarrett hitting him on the throw. So the ball comes up short, looking for Justin Jefferson. Kevin Byard with the easy pick and a nice return. And the Bears will take over at the 25-yard line. Excellent job, Bears defense. Doing what you do best, taking the ball away. All right. JJ McCarthy, I thought the hand was going to be more of an issue. It definitely was on the first drive. That time, the pressure was the issue. Kevin Byard coming away with the big pick. And that's really the first big moment we've had this game. All right, Caleb under center. He's got 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends. Manungai lined up behind him. Turns, pitches it out to Manungai, who's going to try to carry it up the left side, but he'll be brought down for a loss, unfortunately, of about 2, maybe 3 yards in the backfield. That play was dead to rights from the get-go. And now they're showing a replay of Grady Jarrett getting bounced around and still getting the pressure, fighting for every last inch he possibly could. And it made all the difference in coming up with that interception on that play. Excellent job by Grady Jarrett. 305, 304, 303 remaining in this second quarter. 2nd and 12. Caleb in the shotgun takes the snap. He's looking out to his right. No one out there. He's going to roll out to his left now. Still no one to throw to. He fires it out looking for his man. It gets to Colston Loveland, who's going to have a gain of about 4, maybe 5 on that second down play. That will bring up, it looks to be 3rd down and 7. Caleb making some magic in the pocket, avoiding the rush, not once, but twice. And getting rid of it, gets it out to Loveland, who was tightly covered, but Colston Loveland just using his big body, basically playing like an NBA rebounder coming down with that ball. It is 3rd down and 5, ball at the 20. Caleb in the shotgun, 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends, sends Loveland in motion. Manungai lined up next to him. Takes the snap, drops back, looking left, and he's going to be sacked. No, he's not going to be sacked. He rolls out of it, manages to get the ball away, throws it away. Caleb Williams somehow staying alive on that play when he absolutely should have been sacked. He's coming up off the turf again. Looks like he's upset that he might have got hit late there. And we have seen him take a few late hits that don't get flagged lately. But I don't know how he managed to stay alive on that one. And he did take a bit of a late hit. It looks like they might have had him by the face mask on that one too. So a couple of flags could have been thrown on the Vikings on that play. Ultimately, none are thrown, and that is going to bring up 4th and 5, and the Bears are going to settle for a field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from Cairo Santos. The kick is in the air, and it is through, and the Bears will take a 7-point lead right at the 2-minute warning with a whole lot of action going on there in that last couple of downs. But Caleb was getting banged around, managed to spin out of a sack, but could not find anybody downfield. Keeping the drive alive, though, and not losing a bunch of yards to make it a difficult field goal for Santos. Bears coming away so far with a 10-3 lead. 2 minutes left to go in this first half, and the Bears get the ball to start the second half. So a little bit of defense will go a long way in keeping these boys out front. Welcome in, TikTokers. Welcome in, YouTubers. Thank you for joining me. I am Joby Wan. I am providing my particular brand of commentary for these Bears games all season long. Bears already have 9 games in the books. We are on game number 10 with 7 to go after this. Bears off to the best start since their 2018 season, the season that they traded for Khalil Mack. Mitch Trubisky took them to the playoffs that would end in a double doink against Philadelphia, who, of course, would go on to win the Super Bowl with Nick Foles in that 2018 season. And, of course, in the time since that playoff loss, the Eagles managed to win the Super Bowl, dismantle their team, put it back together, go back to 2 Super Bowls and win one of those since that damn playoff game. How depressing is that to think of as a Bears fan? Extremely. But welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Once again, I am here for every Bears game all season long. This is my first season, my inaugural season, as you could say. Last week, I did my inaugural TikTok stream and had quite a bit of fun with it, so decided to keep on doing it. With that, I should keep looking and see if I got any comments here. Shout out Junior, the Bears. All right, we are at the 2-minute warning where the Bears have taken the 7-point lead after the field goal, and we are just getting ready for the Vikings to take the next kickoff. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Cairo Santos getting set up and ready to kick this one away. At least we got some yeah, double doinks. But at least we got some offense here in the first quarter, right? Or first half, hey Bob? All right. Ball is up and away, and that's going to be returned. He's out across the 25, the 30, and he will be brought down around the 34-yard line. And that is where Minnesota will take over with 154 left to go in this first half. Miles Price with another decent return on that one. Tom Brady, Kevin Burkhardt, your television broadcasters. And then me, Joby Wan, your YouTube and TikTok broadcaster. What an amazing spin out by Caleb on that play, man. I tell you, he should have been down for sure on that sack. Anyways, McCarthy takes and hands off to Aaron Jones, who's going to surge forward for about a gain of 4 on that first down carry. 145, 144, 143 left to go in this first half. It better not be the same team as last year. All right. Vikings not too worried about the clock right now. They're just running their normal offense. We are already at 125 here remaining in the half. McCarthy in the shotgun with the man in motion, fakes the handoff, pumps once, throws it out to the right side, but it's going to be too long for Hawkinson to come down with, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 with 1:18 left to go in this second quarter. Third down and 6 incoming with 1:18 left. Bears leading by 7. Both teams with all 3 of their timeouts. Ball is at the 37-yard line of Minnesota. McCarthy in the shotgun, 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Hawkinson at tight end. Takes the shotgun snap, drops back, throws it out to the left. He's going to complete it out to Justin Jefferson, who gets it out across the Bears 40 and will be brought down around the Bears 35-yard line on a great catch and run by Justin Jefferson. Bears doing a good job keeping him down for the majority of the first half, but he says he ain't going to keep me down forever. Good run after the catch. The ball is at the 35-yard line, 53 seconds. McCarthy taking the shotgun snap, throwing it over the middle once again, this time looking for Adam Thielen, who was unable to come up with it, and that will bring up 2nd down and 10 with 49 seconds left to go in this first half. Ball at the 35 of Chicago. Vikings trying to get something going before halftime here. Just off the fingertips of Adam Thielen there. Not a bad ball by McCarthy at all. All right, 2nd down and 10. McCarthy in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Aaron Jones moves into the backfield. He's got 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Justin Jefferson moves to the left side, takes the shotgun snap, looking over the middle. No time, under pressure now. Throws it over the middle. That will be incomplete, looking for his man, Aaron Jones. And now there is a flag in the Bears secondary. Feel like there's going to be a defensive hold on the Bears here. Let's get another look at that. McCarthy had plenty of time to begin with, but then the pressure came up the middle. They hit him hard on that play. You like to see that from your defense. But then let's see what happened in the backfield that drew a flag. McCarthy's head kind of bounced off the turf there. It is 1st and 10. They didn't show me the flag. Obviously, I'm watching this on mute, so I didn't hear the ref call out the flag. But whatever happened resulted in the Bears giving up a 1st down. I'm going to guess it was a defensive hold because it was a 5-yard penalty. It is now 1st and 10. McCarthy in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking over to his right, looking left. Throwing out to his left now, looking for Jordan Addison, and it's going to be picked off again. This time, Nahshon Wright coming down with the ball in the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. Bears with their 2nd interception, 2nd takeaway of the day. This one by Nahshon Wright with 35 seconds left to go in this first half. Excellent job. Let's take another look at that throw. J.J. McCarthy trying to hit Addison at the pylon, and Nahshon Wright, just excellent defense. High pointing the ball right at the right spot. Excellent. Man, Nahshon Wright, I gave that guy a lot of crap for the first couple of games this year. And J.J. McCarthy with a loud scream of the F-bomb, because I'd be screaming it too if I just threw that pick. But man, that was actually a really good ball, but a better defensive play made by Nashawn Wright. My goodness. Holy crap. Excellent. Excellent. 35 seconds left in this, and I believe the Bears are not going to try to do a ton before the half here, but you never know. They do have all three timeouts in 35 seconds. Caleb in the shotgun, three wideouts, one tight end. Takes the shotgun snap, and their play is going to be blown dead because there was a false start by, I'm going to guess, Theo Beneday on that play. This is 79. I believe that's Theo Beneday. And that's going to back the Bears up by 5 yards. That'll bring up 1st and 15. Still 35 seconds left on the clock as it is a dead ball foul. Bears with all three of their timeouts. Big Ben Johnson looking like he's going to try to get something before halftime here. Ball at the Chicago 15, though, so they do need to be careful. Caleb in the shotgun, three wide outs, a tight end, and Swift lined up next to him. Takes the shotgun snap, looking over the middle, pressured, throws it out to his left, and that's just going to go out of bounds as Caleb was not wanting to take a sack on that play. 31 seconds left, 2nd down and 15. Bears need to be careful here because the Vikings can be just as dangerous with 3 timeouts as the Bears can be. Bears secondary in these picks, man. Kevin O'Connell with a little eye roll on the sideline after an exasperated sigh. I get it. All right, Caleb in the shotgun. 3 wideouts, 1 tight end. Swift lined up next to him, takes the snap, looking out to his right, throws it out. That's going to be completed to Cole Kmet for a 1st down at the 30-yard line, where the Bears, I imagine, will take their first timeout with 25 seconds left on the clock. That is exactly what they do. Cole Kmet with a nice 1st down catch of 15 yards. 25 seconds left in this first half. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. I am Joby Wan, bringing you my particular flavor of commentary. We have 25 seconds left in this first half. Bears with a 10-3 lead. They did just take the ball away. They are going to go ahead and call Cole Kmet just shy of the line to gain. It is now going to be 3rd down and what looks to be essentially inches with 25 seconds left on the clock. You got to call it a half a yard. Caleb in the shotgun, 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts, and Swift lined up next to him. Takes the snap, looking to his right, throws it out to his right, and that's going to be over the head of Roma Dunze, and that will bring up 4th down and 1 with 21 seconds left. And Coach Johnson is not going to do anything other than just go ahead and punt this ball away. Bears trying to make something happen before halftime, trying to do the little bit of double dipping before halftime, unable to make it happen. And they will have to punt this away with 21 seconds left on the clock. Vikings with all 3 of their timeouts. Tory Taylor needs to get a good one up there. Snap, the kick is away. Tory Taylor gets a little bumped into there. Ball bounces at the 25, takes a Bears hop to the 20, but then it's going to get a nice return by the Vikings where he will be stopped right around the 39-yard line. And there's 10 seconds left for the Vikings to operate with in reasonable distance to complete one quick pass and then complete a field goal. We'll see what happens here. 14-13 Giants. Love with a left shoulder injury. First quarter is out of the game. Damn. So that means they're going to win with Malik Willis not playing now, right? I could totally see that happening. All right. 10 seconds left to go in this first half. J.J. McCarthy back on the field after throwing his 2nd interception of the day. 4 wideouts and Aaron Jones lined up next to him. McCarthy takes a shotgun snap. He's going to throw it to his left. That's going to be completed to Justin Jefferson, who's going to try to pitch it out to Aaron Jones, and it looks like that may have been fumbled. And they're going to say that the Vikings kept the ball, but the clock has now hit double zeros, and that is the end of the first half. Bears lead with your score 10-3, and they will be taking the second half kick when we return to gameplay. I'm going to take a peek at this Packers game here real quick. Oh, Caleb with 128 passing yards, McCarthy with 126, and the Bears only have about 30 seconds on time of possession here. Jordan Love knocked out of the game. That's crazy. All right, it is halftime. Gonna go take a pee break. I'm gonna take a moment to myself here. When I come back, we will go over some halftime stats and get prepared for the third quarter. But as Bob tells us here, Jordan Love has apparently been knocked out of the game in New York. You show Josh Jacobs going to. You're showing the highlights right now, so I might as well just watch this. But Josh Jacobs went to the locker room. It looks like. Devin Singletary scoring there. In this game, looks like it's tied at 13. Did they miss the extra point or something? Huh. All right. It's break time. I'm going to go pee, and I will be back in a few minutes with some halftime stats. Mute. All right, all right. I am back. Let's go over some halftime stats. So far, only 2 yards difference between the passing totals of Caleb and JJ McCarthy. But of course, we will go over Bears stats first. Caleb, 7 of 16 for 72 yards. Nothing pretty to talk about there. Only 43%, 44% we'll call it on his completion percentage right now. Not having a great game. Bears run game, though. DeAndre Swift, 9 for 34. Caleb Williams, 3 for 10. Monungai, 4 for 9 with the touchdown. DJ Moore with 1 for 3. So Bears total 17 for 56. Not gaining a great average, but getting first downs when they need it. And of course, the score by Monungai. Odunze with a catch for 24 yards, Komet with 2 for 21, Loveland with 2 for 16, and Burden with 2 for 11. So the catches they are making, there've been a couple of big ones in there for sure. And then, of course, defensively, Kevin Byard and Nashawn Wright both coming away with interceptions in that first half. The Nashawn Wright one was beautiful. I mean, he couldn't play it any better. I mean, that's just perfect defensive back play by Nashawn Wright. And of course, the Kevin Byard one was all the result of Grady Jarrett getting the pressure. Bears have not sacked McCarthy yet, but they have pressured him pretty well, resulting in one interception already. Cairo Santos has his one field goal made. And that is it for the Bears stats. To switch over to the Vikings, JJ McCarthy is 10 of 19, so he's a little better than 50% on his. He's only completed for 74 yards. Aaron Jones is 10 for 43 rushing, and Jordan Mason is 2 for 11. That brings the Vikings to 12 for 54 yards. Doing a little better with rushing the ball than the Bears are currently. Justin Jefferson has 4 catches for 53 yards. Aaron Jones has 3 for 11. Hawkinson, 1 for 7. Thielen, 1 for 6. And of course, that one for -3 by the backup tight end. That was Josh Oliver. Minnesota defensively, they've been putting a little bit of pressure on Caleb. Nothing crazy, though. They have not sacked him. They do have a couple of tackles for loss. They had that one pass play that was behind the line of scrimmage, of course. But no turnovers. And Minnesota only has 3 points so far to show on the day. And hopefully the Bears defense can keep it up. If there's one place the Bears look a little weaker than the Vikings, it's the special teams play. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us in the butt here during this game. But that is where we stand at 10-3. Of course, the Packers have now gone to halftime against the Giants. They are tied at 13. I'm guessing the Giants must have missed an extra point or something there to cause that to miss. I got to do this real quick here. Keep streak alive, hey? Whoopsie. Uh-oh. Yeah, shit happens. Oh, no. It's good. Okay. Anyways, we are at halftime waiting for these Bears to come back. They will be receiving the second half kick. Let's see if we have any updates from our man Big Z. Of course, he is always in the stadium for the game. Looks like the last update he has was when Nashawn Wright picked off JJ McCarthy. But yeah, No injury news to report, which is always good. And the Bears are in good shape for the moment. So we are just waiting on this halftime to end. Get the second half underway. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you everyone for joining me. I am Joby Wan, Bears fan extraordinaire. Don't forget to please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And just being confused by my TV here for a second. My bad. I'm here. Don't worry about me. I'm all good. This is, of course, my first season doing this as a streaming Bears fan. Hopefully the Bears. Hopefully I'm the Bears' good luck charm doing this because this is the best season they've had in a while. So hopefully it's the direct correlation between me doing this and them doing good. Because if they continue to do good, I'm definitely going to keep doing this. But if they start doing bad, I'll probably keep doing it too. Because you know what? I love watching football. Love watching my Bears. All right. Do not use this stream for nefarious uses. Blah, 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 blah. All right. We are back. They're showing us the game flow, of course. The game flow has been Bears defense clamping it down. That's what it's been. Kyle Manungai, of course, the only touchdown of this game. I gotta be careful for I don't choke again on a Dorito. All right. Burkhart and Brady giving us the stats that I just gave you for the first half. Caleb's quarterback rating 57. McCarthy's quarterback rating 22. Not a good look. Ball is in the air, and the Bears will take this in at the 1 yard line, being returned once again by, well, this is Josh Blackwell this time. He's out across to the 32-yard line, and that is where the Bears will take over to start this third quarter with 14:55 remaining. Aaron Andrews, sideline report. Of course, I can't hear anything, so it is what it is. Coach of Kevin O'Connell, so I assume shot of Kevin O'Connell, so I assume that's who she's talking about. JJ McCarthy, of course. But the ball is at the Bears' 31-yard line, 1st and 10. Caleb under center. 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends, and Manungai lined up behind him. Turns, hands it off to Manungai, who's going to be met in the backfield. I don't know what they're seeing or if there's a blocking issue up that left side, but the DB was in the backfield before the ball was handed off once again. That's the third time we've seen that today. Of course, the first time we saw it, it was like on the first play of the game. It resulted in a massive fumble. Wait, that was the second series, so it was the first play of that series. Ball now at the 30, 2nd and 11. Caleb in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right, sends Burden in motion, takes a snap, looking to his left, throws it short, and that's going to be complete out to Odunze, who's going to have about he's going. That thing was about a 6-yard gainer, and Odunze was on the ground. He picks himself up off the turf and turns it into about a 15-yard gain where nobody was able to bring him down. Show us that again. But he catches the ball, picks himself up off the turf. Bears running it quick because they don't want a red flag coming out. Throws it out to the left, and that's going to be Cole Kmet this time, and he's going to have just enough Almost enough for a first down. Looks like they're going to call him just shy of the line to gain. Odunze on that last catch, just fighting, fighting, fighting. And then the Bears players coming in and pushing, pushing, pushing. Definitely a nice catch by him. And he just manages, because nobody touched him. He just picks himself up off the turf. Anyways, imagine we are at 2nd and 2 now. 13-18, 13-17, 13-16. Caleb under center, 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends. Manungai lined up behind him, turns, hands it off to Manungai, who will again be met in the backfield and just gets back to the line to gain, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Vikings seeing something or exploiting something in the Bears run game where the Bears just cannot get clean handoffs, much less, positive yardage on some of these plays. 3rd down and 2, 12:53, 12:52, 12:51 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Bears on the drive. They are into Vikings territory. Ball is at the 46 of Minnesota right now. Caleb under center. He's got a wideout and a tight end out to his right. That's Tyson Bagent lined up out there. Manungai gets the hands off, crosses the line to gain, and will have the first down and be brought down around the 40 yard line of Minnesota. Tyson Bagent was lined up at wide receiver on that play. Luckily, the broadcast circled him to point that out for me, because otherwise I would have totally missed that. Ultimately, it was a decoy on it, and it was just a handoff to Manungai, who picks up the first down. We have 12-11, 12-10, 12:09 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Bears leading by 7. It is 10-3. The ball is at the 39-yard line of Minnesota. Caleb under center sends Loveland in motion, turns, fakes the handoff, and he's going to be almost sacked in the backfield. Manages get it out to Cole Kmet, who stiff arms a man and brings it out to about the 34-yard line. That would be a gain of 5 on that first down catch. Excellent job by Caleb and Cole to turn that into something, because Brian Murphy was in there ready to just knock Caleb's block off. But luckily that didn't happen. And Cole Kmet makes a positive gain, and the Bears now have 2nd and 5 with 11:28, 11:27, 11:26. Caleb in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking over the middle. Gets it out to tight end. That looks to be Smythe, the tight end, Durham Smythe. And it looks to be a short gain. The Minnesota players are saying he did not catch that ball. Let's see what that says here. He caught it. He might have trapped it. And the Bears try to get the quick snap off, but it looks like Coach O'Connell got his red challenge flag out there in time. And that is indeed what happens. So that is going to lead to a challenge. 11:08 currently left in this 3rd quarter. I'm sure they will add some time back to the clock, as I do not believe that they are going to say that Smythe was able to come up with that catch. He kind of trapped it against his helmet, and then when he went down to the ground, the ball rolled around. He did have his hand underneath it. Maybe if there's another angle that can show his hand underneath it. But then again, they also have to have definitive evidence to overturn this, because it was called a catch on the field. So we'll see what happens here. But Bears putting together another decent drive right now. And hopefully we can put some more points on the board, gentlemen. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I will certainly be here for the rest of today. And hopefully the Bears can spare me the cardiac moment in the 4th quarter today. That would be nice. Not going to hold my breath, though. The Bears. In case you missed it, early in the 1st quarter, I almost died choking on potato chips here. Had to excuse myself. Luckily, there was a commercial break when it was happening. Try not to snack too much when the action is on the TV. But yeah, that was a fun moment when you got spicy Doritos going down your windpipe. All right, we are at a timeout. They are reviewing the catch by Durham Smythe. It would be first down and 10 if they confirm the ruling on the field. I have a feeling it's going to be overturned and called incomplete, but that is certainly not going to be the end of this drive. So, Bears still in good position to come away with some points right now, provided they can keep this offensive drive moving. We are back from the break, and they are calling it 3rd and 5. So that was indeed incomplete. Caleb 0 of 5 on 3rd down so far. This is 3rd and 5 right now, so hopefully we can change that trend. Ball at the 34-yard line of Minnesota. Caleb takes the ball, hands it off. I have no idea who is carrying that ball right now, but he is going to be met in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Who was that? That was Travis Homer getting his first NFL carry, and it was not a good looking one at all. And now he's complaining that he got yanked down by the face mask. He definitely did get face masked on that play. But no matter what happened on this play, the ref was looking right at it too. That is horrible. Not a good look on that down. And Cairo Santos is lining up for what looks to be a 55-yard field goal. It looks like a 54-yard attempt for Cairo. The snap, the spot, the kick. It is up. It's right down the middle, and it has the distance. That is through. The Bears take a 10-point lead. Cairo Santos converting on a 54-yard attempt after Travis Homer lost a few yards on a play he definitely got face masked on, so the Bears should have had an automatic first down there. But it is what it is. The Bears now have the 13-3 lead, and they are at commercial now, so I cannot tell you how much is left to go in this third quarter. But we are in the third quarter, and the Bears have a 10-point lead. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Bears with a bit of an ugly drive there, but they do manage to come away with points. And hopefully their defense can continue the trend that they are on right now, as they have only allowed 3 points so far against these Vikings. J.J. McCarthy throwing 2 interceptions on, I believe, his last 2 series. If not his last 2 series, it's definitely 2 of the last 3. I really need to stop snacking. I'm a fatty at heart. I love to eat. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Where's my chip clip at? There it is. Wrap that up. Put that away. I gotta stop snacking. Stop being a fatty boobalatti, Joe. All right. Waiting to return from action after the Bears have scored on the field goal play. A nice 54-yarder. It was right down the middle and might have even had a couple extra yards for Santos on that kick. Of course, the advantages of kicking in the dome. But converts on the 54-yarder, and the Bears have the 10-point lead. Yeah, let's see here. I'm just going to check in and see how this Packer game is going so far. It was a tie game at halftime. It is still a tie game. Packers have the ball. 12:25 remaining. Just keeping an eye on that one. Packers, of course, atop the division right now. If the Bears were to get a win today and the Packers were to lose, then that makes the Bears the sole owners of first place, of course, pending the outcome of a Lions game, which is tonight against the Eagles. So that'll be 2 weeks in a row I'm cheering on the Eagles. Monday night last week and then Sunday night tonight. All right, we are back from the break. There is 10:31 left in this third quarter. Bears ready to kick it away. Ball is in the air. And that will be received by Miles Price. He's out across the 25, the 30 to the 35, where he would have only had the kicker to beat if somebody didn't tackle him. He is down at the 40-yard line, and there is a flag on the play now. Jonathan Owens saying somebody had a face mask or something going on here. Let's see what the refs have to say about it. This time it's going to be a hold on the Vikings during the return, so that will certainly back them up. And let's see where that puts it. They would have initially been at the 40. The hold occurred at the 30, so that looks like that's going to back this up to the 20-yard line, I would assume. Even better if that occurred at the 20, but I'm guessing it occurred at the 30. It's just kind of the angle I was looking at it there. Price is not happy about that because he had a nice return on that one. But the nice return was probably the result of the hold. All right, ball is at the 20-yard line. McCarthy under center, 2 wideouts. Aaron Jones lined up behind him. Pitches it out to Jones, who runs it up the left side, and he turns the corner, and he's going to have about a 4-yard gain on that first down carry. 10-17, 10-16, 10-15 left to go in this first quarter. They're showing some inaccurate J.J. McCarthy balls right now. There have been a couple that were off the fingertips of players, but he has not had the best accuracy today. Under 10 yards, 8 of 11. Over 10 yards, 2 of 8. So I called that one right at the beginning of the game. All right, he hands off to Aaron Jones, carries it up the middle, and he's going to have just enough for a first down on that 2nd and 6 carry. That will bring up 1st and 10 with 9:39, 9:38, 9:37. Yeah, totally called it at the beginning of the game. McCarthy's hand's going to be a problem. All right, 9:21, 9:20, 9:19 left to go. 1st and 10, McCarthy under center. He's got 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Sends a man in motion. He is changing the play at the line now. With only 4 seconds left on the play clock. He does get the snap off, turns, hands it off to Jones, who carries it up the middle, and that's going to be another gain of 6 for Aaron Jones. Bears run defense looking like Swiss cheese once again, just like it did to start out this game early. I think they're more worried about the pass than they are the run right now. Obviously, the Vikings being down by 10, that certainly, makes sense. But Vikings exploiting that fear of the Bears and running it on them right now. Get a nice little chunks. Ball at the 36-yard line of Minnesota. McCarthy under center, pitches it, and hands to Jones, who takes it up the right side, able to turn the corner, but will only get about 2 on that 2nd down carry. But that will bring up 3rd and short, probably about 2 yards to go, with 8:16, 8:15, 8:14 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Vikings driving right now, trying to answer. They scored 3 points on, I believe, their 2nd possession of the game. And otherwise, their offense has stagnated for the most part. Ball is at the 38-yard line of Minnesota, and Minnesota is going to false start to turn this 3rd and 2 into a 3rd and 7 now. 7:55 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And that false start is going to be called on their left tackle, Christian Darasaw. And that will make this 3rd and short into a 3rd and long. Oh, that was a real bad false start, too. He jumped way back. It wasn't just a flinch. He was way back in his stance. All right, 3rd and 7, ball at the 33 now of Minnesota. McCarthy in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Hawkinson at tight end. And the backup running back is in there. Drops back, looking out to his right, throws it to his right, and that's going to be way over the head of Justin Jefferson. That's going to be caught by Jonathan Owens, who was just chilling on the sideline. I have no idea who McCarthy was throwing it to. That may just be the hand once again acting up on him. He is certainly upset about it on the sideline. That ball was a bit of a wobbler, but I don't know where he was planning on throwing that, but he was either way off or Justin Jefferson ran the wrong route. I got to believe Justin Jefferson ran the right route. That's a pro's pro. I'm going to go with Jefferson over McCarthy on that one. Vikings into punt it. The ball is up in the air. Duvernay back to return it. He takes the ball in at the 15, trying to make a man miss, and he's just going to return it out to about the 21-yard line, where the Bears will take over with 7:18 remaining in this third quarter, still leading by 10 as Caleb Williams comes back out onto the field, and we have a timeout in the action. Welcome in and welcome in. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. TikTokers, find me on YouTube. YouTubers, find me on TikTok. Again, I'm trying to penetrate the zeitgeist as deeply as I possibly can. Giggity. But anyways, Bears have the 10-point lead, getting ready to take over once again and try to add to it. Meanwhile, keeping an eye on the Packer game. Let's see where we're at here. Packers are now up on the up on the Giants by 6, 19-13. I don't know. Are these teams just going for 2 all the time? Or are they missing extra points? What's going on out there in New York? The Packers do now have a 6-point lead on the Giants. That's unfortunate. As Jordan Love returned to that game, I saw that he had exited. Let's take a look here. We'll go to my other old reliable here, Pro Football Talk. Josh Jacobs, questionable with knee injury, but Jordan Love did return to the Packer game. So there's that. Although I'm sure Packer fans are probably thinking, man, we'd rather have Malik in there. But I won't speak for the Packer fans. So. All right. Just waiting to come back where the Bears will be taking over. 1st and 10. All right, we got to take that off. All right, we are back from the commercial break. They're showing us some next-gen stats nonsense. Caleb under pressure, 0 sacks, 10 pressures. Caleb taking the second fewest sacks in the NFL relative to his pressures. That's nice. All right. 7:18 left to go. Caleb under center. He's got 2 tight ends, 2 wide outs. Sends Adunze in motion, hands it off to Swift, who takes it up the middle, and he's going to have about 3 yards on that first down carry. 7:11, 7:10, 7:09 left to go in this third quarter. Caleb, 25 straight pressures without taking a sack, longest active streak in NFL. I didn't even think that was something they tracked. So, boy, those advanced stats or whatever, they're really getting overboard with some of that stuff. The next gen stats. Caleb in the shotgun, 2nd down and 8. DJ Moore in weird motion there. Caleb drops back. Plenty of time to throw. Delivers out to Luther Burden, who unfortunately drops it. That will be incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd down. Are the refs ruling this a catch and a fumble? That's got to be incomplete. Okay, I see a ref who's signaling incomplete there. The play continued after Burden dropped the ball. It almost looked like they were trying to say it was a catch and a fumble, but I didn't think he actually caught that ball. Yeah, he definitely never caught that ball. That's an incomplete pass, and that will bring up 3rd down and about 8 for the Bears. 6:32 remaining in this third quarter. Bears offense with 2 drop passes today after having several last week. Speaking of, I have not seen Zacchaeus in there yet. And now we have a stoppage of play here. I don't know what is going on. Is there a flag? Are they pulling someone off the field? What's going on here? We might have a situation here where the sideline doctors are pulling a man off the field. Still 3rd down and 8, 6:37 remaining in this third quarter. Ben Johnson does not look happy about something. Caleb's only 10 of 21 for 102. That is not a good performance. Not entirely sure what happened there, but it is still 3rd down and 8. Caleb takes a shotgun snap, looking over the middle. He's going to have to evade the pressure. He's rolling out to his right. He's pointing, and he does come up with the first down on his legs, but there is a flag on this play now, and it looks like it's going to be holding on the Bears. Oh boy. He was pointing like he was looking for someone downfield, but it was ultimately a decoy to try and free up some scramble space. But they're calling illegal shift on Roma Dunze. That was not a hold. Illegal formation on Roma Dunze will wipe out that nice run by Caleb and back up the Bears another 5 yards. Ugh. Not the drive the Bears were looking for. 3rd down and 13 now incoming. 6:25, 6:24, 6:23 left to go in this third quarter. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends, and Swift lined up next to him. Sends Swift in motion, dropping back. Plenty of. He gets the ball out to Luther Burden in space, who manages to get out past the sticks. Man, that kid is fast. On a 3rd and 13, Caleb evades. I cannot talk right now. Caleb evades the pressure that was in his face, gets it out to Luther Burden, who makes a man miss, gets out past the sticks. First down for the Bears on a drive that was doing nothing but going backwards. Ball at the 33-yard line of Chicago. Caleb turns, fakes the handoff, evades more pressure, and he's going to take this one on a scramble, taking it up the right side. He's got 10, 15 yards. That's going to be a gain of about 18 on that first down scramble by Caleb, bringing up yet another first down with 5:33 remaining. And Jordan Love apparently threw a touchdown pass to a tight end I've never seen before, and he better watch his gyrations in the end zone there. I guess he wasn't pumping, though. He was more gyrating. All right. 5:10, 5:09, 5:08 left to go in this third quarter. Caleb under center, Swift behind him, 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends, sends a Dunze in motion. Turns, fakes the handoff to Swift, under pressure, delivers towards over the middle, and that's going to be to DJ Moore, but I do not believe he came down with that catch. Let's see what the refs have to say about it. I believe that was incomplete. Show me that again. He double clutched it between his legs, but he definitely came up with it. What a catch by DJ Moore. Oh my God. Cole Kmet with another catch on first down, and he's going to have a gain of about 10, maybe 11 yards on that first down catch, bringing up another first down. And the Bears are doing one of my favorite things right now. They are picking up first downs on first down, and they're showing the replay of that DJ Moore catch again. And what a crazy catch. I mean, he almost looked like he was trying to rebirth that football or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but he was trying to shove that football back in there is what he was trying to do. 3:59, 3:58, 3:57 left to go in this third quarter. Bears have the ball at the 23-yard line of Minnesota. Caleb under center, 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends, sticking with the same formation they've been rolling with, it seems. Turns, pitches it out to DeAndre Swift, who's going to carry it up the right side, turns a corner, and he gets about 4, maybe 5 yards on that first down carry. 3:38, 3:37, 3:36 left to go in this third quarter. Bears with second down incoming. Very nice looking drive that was going backwards, to say the least, to start out, and now moving the ball downfield very well, since a nice catch by Luther Burden that got the first down after an ugly start to this drive. All right. Ball is inside the red zone, right near the Minnesota. They're at the 18. Caleb under center, 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts once again, sticking with the same personnel on this drive, it seems. DeAndre Swift lined up behind him. Turns, hands it off to Swift, who takes it right up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 2, maybe 3 on that second down carry. DeAndre Swift right around the 15-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 3. But yeah, Bears sticking with Kmet, Loveland, Adunze, Moore, and Swift, all in the skill position spots. It's been pretty much them this entire drive. 3rd down and 3 incoming. 2:27, 2:26, 2:25 left to go in this third quarter. Caleb 3 of 4 on this drive after an abysmal start. Two tight ends, two wideouts. Caleb looking to his left. He's going to throw it towards the end zone, and that's just going to go out of bounds. He was looking for Colston Loveland on that 3rd and 3 play. That will bring up 4th and 3, and the Bears will settle for another field goal after driving down to the 15. Caleb upset with himself because that was not a good throw. No one would have had a chance to come down with that one, unfortunately. 2:15 remaining in this third quarter, and Cairo Santos is going to line up for a 20 or a 33-yard field goal attempt. 23, yeah, right. 33-yarder for Santos. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and it is through, and the Bears now lead 16-3 with 2:11 remaining in the third quarter. Offense stagnating towards the end of the drives here right now, coming away with a pair of field goals on the last 2 drives. But when you have a Vikings team that's not doing anything, it's not the worst thing in the world. However, we have learned this lesson in Bears games earlier this season that you cannot just continue to score field goals. You need to score touchdowns to put your opponent away. We cannot afford to have J.J. McCarthy running late game heroics on us once again. That week 1 game was a disaster towards the end. Welcome in. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Thank you. I am Joby1. I am Bears super fan. I am super nerd extraordinaire. I am here for the rest of today's game and for all the Bears games this season. This is my first season doing this. I have enjoyed it very much so far. I just hope to extend my reach. So I would love if YouTubers find me on TikTok and TikTokers find me on YouTube. That would be wonderful. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Give me one moment while we are at commercial. I will be right back. All right. Forgot to mute my mics. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. I did manage to successfully pee for the D, though. So hopefully I didn't bring you guys with me on that one. All right, Bears ready to kick it away after the 10-play, 65-yard scoring drive. The ball is in the air. It will take a bounce, and that will be taken in around the 3-yard line. And he will be hit around the 20, bounce off the tackler, but then will be brought down by Roschon Johnson around the 20-yard line. And that is where the Vikings will take over with 2:05 left to go in this third quarter. Price taking a hard hit at the 20, but does not go down, but then is brought down by Roschon Johnson in the wash. All right, 2:05 remaining in this third quarter. Bears leading by 13, a score of 16-3. McCarthy under center. He's got 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends, and 1 back behind him. The back appears to be Jordan Mason. Turns hands off to Mason, takes it up the middle, and he's going to have another gain of about 7-8 yards on that first down carry. Bears defense being much more wary of the pass than the run right now. You can't blame them being up by 13. You would assume that the Vikings are going to try to pass more, Kevin O'Connell determined to keep the Bears honest with the run game. Could work to their disadvantage, though, as there is not a lot of time left in this game. A minute and a half left to go in this third quarter. McCarthy under center, second down and two wideouts, two tight ends, and a back behind him. Turns and fakes the handoff this time. He's looking over the middle, under pressure. He's going to throw it out, and that's going to be short once again, and would have been intercepted if not for the two Bears DBs, Tyreek Stevenson and Jaquan Brisker, running into each other, and that will bring up third down and two. Jaquan Brisker is now hurt, managed to get up under his own power, but is clearly holding his shoulder. McCarthy under pressure throws a lame duck out there. Stevenson had a shot at the pick, and Brisker came in there and basically broke it up. He's clearly in pain. Stevenson on the ground now as well, and that's going to lead to an injury timeout. But that's two Bears DBs out of action for at least one play. It looks like Brisker might have just suffered a bit of a stinger, so he's probably only going to be out for one play. But Stevenson is down on the ground, so that may get a little uglier, unfortunately. Thank you. Thank you, Evan, for the compliment on my hat. I do love this hat. Saw it on the racks when I was shopping. The only drawback to it is a snapback. I'm not a big fan of the snapbacks, but they didn't have this particular style in a fitted, so I was just like, I'll take it. Injury timeout after Tyreek Stevenson and Jaquan Brisker ran into each other. Had the opportunity to come away with the third takeaway of the game, but unfortunately was not meant to be. That's the second time this season we've seen two Bears players take each other out trying to get a pick. Tyreek Stevenson walking off the field very gingerly. But it is going to bring up third down and two. But with two Bears DBs going to be out of the lineup for this play, if I had to guess, it looked like Brisker will probably be back after missing a play. But it looks like Stevenson, if I had to guess, he'll be questionable for the rest of this game. All right, third down and two, ball at the 29-yard line of Minnesota. McCarthy is under pressure, and that ball is going to bounce off the hands of, I believe, his backup tight end. And that's going to bring up fourth down and two with 1:14 left to go in this third quarter. McCarthy just still not playing very well, which is fine by me. That was off the hands of Justin Jefferson is who that was. He was tightly covered. Jefferson is not happy on the sideline. Fourth down and two. And the Vikings getting ready to punt this one away. No cardiac bears so far. Hopefully they don't do anything to make it a cardiac event here. Ball is in the air. Duvernay ready to return it. He catches the ball at the 15, turns left, takes it up to the sideline, and will be brought out of bounds around the 20, maybe the 21-yard line. And that is where the Bears will take over with 1:04 remaining in this third quarter. Bears with the lead 16-3. Vikings unable to get much going at all. Hoping it will stay that way through the fourth quarter because, as we know, in the fourth quarter of the first meeting between these two teams, it did not go well for us defensively. So hopefully that is not the case today. Bears need to put their foot to the throat on this drive. 1:04 remaining. Let's see another one of those long sustained drives ending in a touchdown. Bears up by 13. Let's make this a 3-score game, gentlemen. Caleb under center. Zacchaeus in the game. First time I've seen him in there. Ball at the 21-yard line. Caleb turns, fakes the handoff. He's looking over the middle, gets it out to the backup tight end, Durham Smythe, and that's going to be a gain of about 7 on that first down catch by Durham Smythe. Interesting that he's in there getting action. Caleb trying to direct somebody on the field there. He is animated. I mean, hey, he's taking control of his team. If he's the boss, then he better be the boss, right? Second down and 2, 35, 34, 33 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Caleb under center. He's got a strong eye formation, directing a little bit of traffic, takes the snap, turns, hands it off to Manungai, who will go up the middle and have enough for the first down. That will be a gain of about 4 on that 2nd and 2 carry, and that will be the end of the third quarter with the Bears leading 13-3 and on the move. Hopefully, they can put their foot to the throat, extend this drive, and extend their lead. That is it. Double zeros in the third quarter, and we are getting ready to start the fourth. Bears leading 16-3. Let's go, gentlemen. Keep it up. Let's see here. Vikings fan, my only Vikings fan that I know, is texting me saying good luck. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Josh, if you happen to pop into the stream, I will not wish your Vikings good luck because I want to smash them. I want to crush them, grind them to dust. Just checking some notifications here. Nothing crazy. Let's see if our man Big Z's got any updates. I'm sure he's got information on what happened with Tyreek and Jaquan on that collision. That was rough for sure. Let's see here. Tyreek is out of the medical tent and is on the exercise bike. So at least he's not heading to the locker room. Yeah. Brisker. So both players on the sideline. Tyreek's on the bike, on the exercise bike. They didn't say anything about Brisker. You see, if I had to guess with Brisker, he probably was just dinged up. He probably suffered a bad stinger real quick there, but he's probably all right. I wouldn't be surprised to see Brisker back out there right away on their next series. Stevenson, that's another story. All right. About to get this fourth quarter underway. Bears leading by 13 points. Hoping to extend it by 7 more would be wonderful. I want to see this turn into a 3-score game. Foot to the throat, make it so JJ McCarthy cannot have any late game heroics. Bear down. Definitely can't let him come back for sure. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are getting ready for the fourth quarter. Caleb, who was 10 of 21 to start this game in going into the third quarter, was 3 of 4 on the last drive. 3 of 5 because the last pass he threw was incomplete, looking for the end zone. But Bears leading 16-3 on the move once again. Ball is at their own 32-yard line. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends. Durham Smythe is in the game again. I wonder if there's an issue with somebody else. Zacchaeus also in the game with Luther Burden. Williams fakes the handoff to Manungai, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked. That's going to be his first sack in quite some time. Looked like he might have lost the ball momentarily there. It's only going to be a loss of 1, maybe 2 on the play. But one of the rare times where he did not feel the pressure very well there. He did step up in the pocket initially, but then it still converged on him, and he is brought down for about a 2-yard loss on that sack. Ball did come out, looks like, but Caleb managed to get it back. 2nd down and 10. They're calling it no loss on that? That can't be right. That's got to be a mistake. Caleb in the shotgun takes a snap, looking over the middle. He's rolling out to his right now. He can't find anybody to throw to, and he just gets rid of this one, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Unable to find anybody open downfield, and that's going to bring up what they're calling 3rd and 10. But that was definitely not a no-loss play on that sack. 14-12 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bears drive all of a sudden stagnating once again here. Still have the lead 16-3, 14-12 left to go in this fourth quarter. Caleb in the shotgun. Moore and Burden out to his right. Adunze and Komet out to his left. Williams drops back, has to roll out to his right, under pressure, and he's going to be sacked by Van Ginkel. But if I had to call that, gentleman, I would call that a horse collar tackle because he had him by the nameplate. Fourth down, and Caleb unable to get this drive moving. It was Loveland in there, so I wonder what Durham Smythe has been doing on the field so much on this drive. But Van Ginkel able to get to Caleb, and he is sacked twice on this drive, and the Bears will have to punt it away. It's the first time that the Bears have had something go terrible for them so far this game, and it happens in the fourth quarter. Not a good look. Punt is away by Torrey Taylor, and that's going to be taken in around the 33-yard line of Minnesota, where he is going to have a great return. He's already across midfield down to the 40, the 35, the 30, down to the 30-yard line. Bears special teams once again, and this time there are no flags. Minnesota will be starting well into Bears territory about the Chicago 29-yard line. Fell apart in the fourth quarter for the Bears the first time these two teams met in week one. And with that last offensive drive compounded with this punt return, we are well on the way to that happening yet again. Here I go, preaching my gloom and doom already. Ball is at the 24-yard line of Chicago. It's even worse than I thought. McCarthy under center, I formation. Pitches it out. That is not Aaron Jones. That is the backup who is going to have a gain of about 9 yards on that first down carry. It is Jordan Mason on the first down carry. Second down incoming, 12:56, 12:55, 12:54 remaining in this fourth quarter. Second down and 2. And the Vikings are already well inside the Bears' red zone. Ball should be placed at the 16-yard line. Is that right? It is indeed correct. McCarthy takes the snap, hands it off to Jordan, and he's going to run it in for a touchdown. Just like that, 2 plays after the massive punt return, and Jordan Mason has the touchdown. 12:33 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Bears are now leading 16-9 pending the extra points. Fourth quarter. 228. 227, I write down gloom and doom. 228, Vikings score. And the extra point is good, and the Bears now leading by 6 with 12:33 left to go in this fourth quarter. Well, that's unfortunate. Those Bears special teams, once again, huge return, got down to the 24-yard line of Chicago on that return. And that, of course, after the Bears went backwards on their last drive, Caleb's getting sacked twice after having the longest active streak in the league of no pressure or no sacks while pressured. So, of course, whenever they flash a stat like that, you immediately jinx the player. But Bears lead cut down to 6 now. Hopefully the Bears offense can come out and turn this nonsense around. And we said can't let them come back, and guess what? No, they're coming back, unfortunately. All right, un momento. All right. Just had to get some nicotine in my system. That touchdown stressed me out. I don't want to sit here vaping on stream. They frown upon that if you do that a little too much. So try to keep it to a minimum. But anyways, you're at commercial break, waiting to come back where the Bears will be taking the kickoff after the Vikings scored their touchdown to cut the Bears' lead down to 6 now. And right now we are looking to have a repeat of week 1. We cannot allow this. Caleb, let's get on the game. And this is the issue with scoring field goals and not touchdowns as well, which I believe was also the issue in the first game. So right now they're kind of sticking to the scripts, and I do not like it. Ball is up in the air. Bears ready to return this one, and that will be taken for a touchback by Duvernay, and the Bears will start this drive at the 35-yard line. 12:33 still remaining in this fourth quarter. Bears hanging on to a 6-point lead, 16-10. Welcome in, everyone on YouTube, on TikTok. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. We are in the fourth quarter. Caleb is taking over his offense yet again. Let's get it together, gentlemen. We cannot have another drive that looked like that last one. Caleb took 2 sacks on that drive after taking no sacks through several games here. All right, Caleb, hands off to DeAndre Swift, and he's going to have a gain of 9, almost 10 yards on that first down carry, and that will be close to a first down. 12-22, 21, 20 remaining in this fourth quarter. Second down and 1 incoming. Bears with 87 rushing yards so far on the day. Vikings only with 104. I've got to believe the Bears will be committed to rushing the ball on this drive. Nothing like icing a game with a committed rushing attack and ending it in a touchdown, gentlemen. Second down and 1. Caleb under center, turns and hands it off to Swift again, who does a little dancing in the backfield, but does find a hole, and he's going to gain 10 more yards on that carry, and that will bring up another Bears first down. First and 10, 11:41, 11:40, 11:39 left to go in this fourth quarter. DeAndre Swift, 14 carries for 63 yards on the day, and he certainly is capable of doing some damage back there. He did dance a little bit in the backfield on that last carry. I want to see a little bit less of that, but let's keep it on the ground. Just pound it out, gentlemen. They are already at the Minnesota 45. Caleb under center, 2 men out to his right, sends Cole Kmet in motion, turns and hands it off to Swift once again, who carries it up the left side, and he breaks a tackle, and he is going to be brought down after a gain of about 9 more yards. DeAndre Swift gashing them on the ground right now. That is 3 straight carries, and that's going to be a total of about 29 yards on those 3 carries alone. Ben Johnson, I think you figured out the formula here. Keep at it. Keep it up until they cannot stop you, or until they do stop you. You keep at it because they can't stop you. I know what I'm saying. It just takes me a minute to get there sometimes. So, anyways, second down and 2, they're going to call it. 10:30, 10:29, 10:28. Caleb under center. He's got 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Swift in the backfield, gets the handoff again, takes it up the right side. Will be a short gain this time, but he will still have the first down with 10:18, 10:17, 10:16 left to go in this fourth quarter. Bears already at the Minnesota 35 on the back of DeAndre Swift, who has carried it on every down so far on this drive. Tick, 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 tick. Time coming off. And the only thing better than that is this drive ending in a touchdown. Bears hanging on to their 6-point lead, trying to extend it back out once again. 4 rushes, no passes on this drive. Ball at the 29. He play action pass. Caleb over the middle. Had his man Kmet, but is unable to, that's Durham Smythe on that play. He's unable to come down with it. And that will bring up second and 10. Can we get Durham Smythe off the field? Who is he in there for? Is Kmet or Loveland injured? I mean, come on now. I didn't see anything happen to either of those guys. Look, Loveland is on the field right now. I don't see Kmet. but he has been in there. So I don't know what's going on with Smythe being on the field. Anyway, second down, second and 10. Caleb under center turns, hands it off to Swift. He carries it up the left side, and he's going to gain another 6 yards on that second down carry. Clock ticking at 9:33, 9:32, 9:31. Third down and about 4 upcoming. Throwing it on that first down play, definitely a mistake, especially the way you've been running it. I know you probably try to want to fool them with that play action pass after running it 4 straight downs, but why bother? You're running it so well. You just keep it up. Plays in opponent territory, 28 for the Bears to 9 for the Vikings, but yet this score is only separated by 6 points right now. Third and 2, Bears getting to the line a little late. They only got 7 seconds left on a play clock. Caleb, you need to get the snap off, young man. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. They do get the snap off, turns, and he hands it off to Swift, who's going to be brought down after almost no gain. The ref's going to give him a very minimal gain on that one, and that's going to bring up fourth down and short. And it's decision time for Ben Johnson. Looks like it is not decision time because they are going to kick the field goal and hopefully make this once again a 2-score game. But I am not a fan of the Bears only coming away with 3 on another drive. Santos is 3 for 3 on the day so far. 45-yard attempt with 8:18, 8:17, 8:16 left to go in this fourth quarter. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and it is no good. 45-yarder by Santos, no good. 8:08 remaining, and the Bears still only lead by 6. Drive stalling out. Bears had run it on every down except for one, and I got to believe that was a huge mistake. This is not going well. They're sucking the life out of me right now, and possibly setting me up for another heart attack ending here. So, you know how that goes too. Well, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. I am here for the rest of today's game and for all the Bears games this season. Bears trying to get their first divisional win on the season, but so far, following the script of the week 1 Bears Vikings matchup, unable to capitalize on drives with touchdowns, only scoring field goals, unable to even get the field goal on this drive, unfortunately. And the Vikings had a massive return on special teams, which set the Vikings up for 2 easy plays to score a touchdown and go from being down 13 to only being down 6. Just like that. I don't think the Bears can give us a comfortable victory. They got to make it tough on us. And it's driving me crazy. 2 weeks in a row, we had cardiac victories, and looks like we could be headed for a third here. Just waiting to come back from commercial break after the Bears missed field goal. Running a Packers commercial. This is the Bears game. This is Fox Chicago, I'm pretty sure. You don't want to see no cheeseheads. All right, 8:08 remaining in this game. Fourth quarter, 16-10. Bears hanging on to a 6-point lead. Vikings with the ball. See where they have this spotted at. They are at their own 35-yard line. McCarthy under center, 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends, and Jordan Mason lined up behind them. Changing the play, sending Addison in motion, pitches it out to Mason, carries it up the right side, and he will be brought down after a gain of about 2. 8:01, 8 minutes, 7:59 remaining in this fourth quarter. Second down and 8 incoming for the Vikings. Bears up to this point have almost have doubled up. No, not doubled up, but they got 32 minutes to 19 minutes of time of possession. Stevenson is back on the sideline. Does not look like he's going to be able to give it a go the rest of the game. Second down and 7. McCarthy in the shotgun. 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends. Sends Addison in motion. Throws it out towards Addison, and it bounces off his hands, and that's going to bring up third down and 7. Addison looking upfield, I believe, before securing that pass. Packer game. What's going on here? The Giants have gone up by 1 point with 6 minutes remaining in New York on the Packers. Nice. 7:28 remaining in this game. JJ McCarthy trying to target his man Jordan Addison, and it goes right off his hands. Third down and 7. 7:28 remaining. 16-10 Vikings. McCarthy in the shotgun. Justin Jefferson in motion. McCarthy takes the snap, throws it over the middle, and it was deflected at the line. It ends up falling incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down with 7:25 remaining, and the Vikings are going to have to punt it away. Hell yeah, Giants taking a 1-point lead. Keep it up, Giants. Bears hanging on to their 6-point lead. And it looked like that pass by McCarthy was tipped at the line. So I don't know what O'Connell's super upset about. I mean, it sucks when the pass gets tipped at the line, but it is what it is. Vikings ready to punt this one away. The snap, the ball is in the air. Duvernay calls for the fair catch, and he will bring that in about the 17-yard line, and that is where the Bears will take over with 7:18 left to go in this fourth quarter. Brisker is back out on the field. That was Tremaine Edmonds with the tipped pass, and he just got his wrist on that ball, just enough to deflect it. But Brisker is back in the game. Stevenson is not back in the game. Of course, Brisker on the sideline too right now because the Bears offense is back out on the field, taking over with 7:18 remaining in this fourth quarter. First and 10. Caleb under center, ball at the 18-yard line. 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends. Komet is in there, so he pitches it out to Manungai, who's going to be brought down 5 yards deep in the backfield, and that's going to bring up second down. We need to be running forward, gentlemen. Manungai dancing too much in the backfield. They had instant pressure on him, though. They're going to call this second down and 14 with 7 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. It better not be Josiah. Kyle Manungai losing yardage, 6:48, 6:47, 6:46 left to go in this fourth quarter. Ball is now at the 14 of Chicago. Caleb under center, 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Manungai behind him, fakes the handoff to Manungai, delivers over the middle. He finds his man DJ Moore, who is unable to hang on to it. Would have had a first down across the 30-yard line, but instead it's going to be 3rd and 14 now with 6:32 remaining. DJ Moore off his chest into his hands, bobbles it, drops it. Multiple opportunities to catch that ball. What happened there? He was looking downfield too, but he essentially had the ball. There was nothing. The drops. That's 2 weeks in a row that these Bears are suffering from drops now. 3rd and 14, 6:32. Caleb in the shotgun, 3 wideouts, 1 tight end. Manungai lined up next to him. Takes the snap. He's looking over the middle. Pressure, throws it over the middle. That's going to be Colston Loveland, who has the first down, breaks more tacklers, and gets out to the 39-yard line on an insane grab and go by Colston Loveland, who continues to break tackles in his young career. And Kevin O'Connell cannot believe it. Colston Loveland breaks 2 tacklers at the same time, makes a third one miss. Oh my goodness. I love this kid. What a great catch and run by Colston Loveland. Bears with a fresh set of downs, 552, 551, 550 remaining in this fourth quarter. Caleb takes the snap, hands off to Manungai, who carries it up the right side, and he's going to gain about 8, possibly 9 yards on that first down carry. 540, 539, 538 remaining in this fourth quarter. Caleb took some sort of shot on that down. I don't know what happened there, but he was picking himself up off the field. They're going back to Loveland, making tacklers miss. I mean, honestly, he didn't even really do anything. There's just bad angles taken by those Vikings on the angle that camera angle showed. Anyways, total yards this half. Bears 169 to the Vikings 52. Caleb under center, weak eye formation. Takes a snap, hands it off to Manungai, who has enough for the first down. He's going to cross midfield, be brought down around the 48-yard line of Minnesota, where the Bears will have another first down. 449, 448, 447 left to go in this fourth quarter. First down and 10. Bears have crossed midfield. They are now in Minnesota territory, trying to keep this drive going and end it with another touchdown, please, gentlemen. Caleb under center, sending Cole Kmet in motion. Looks like they have 3 tight ends on the field. Is that right? No, that's not right. Pitches it out to Manungai, who carries it up the right side. There is a flag on the play. Manungai will have about a 6-yard gain pending the penalty, and it looks like somebody may have been lined up improperly, and the Bears are probably going to back up by 5 yards. That is the case. Illegal formation, and I believe that's on Odunze. Lined up improperly. Or no, they called it on Darnell Wright, the right tackle. Interesting. Maybe he was lined up a little too far off the line. We have seen that called against the Bears a couple of times this year with the tackle not being up on the line. Does happen. Ball back into their own territory now at their own 46. Caleb under center turns, hands it off to Manungai, who's going to be met in the backfield once again. And that's going to bring up second down and about 19 now. Vikings once again getting pressure in the Bears run game, able to get into the backfield before the ball is even handed off. We've seen that on about 4 or 5 downs now throughout this game. But Bears still hanging on to their 6-point lead. It is now second down and 18 or 19. Let's see where they spot that. You're calling it second down and 19. 16-10. Bears hanging onto the lead. 3:45, 3:44, 3:43 left to go in this game. Caleb under center. Fakes the handoff. Plenty of time to deliver. Rolls out to his right. Makes a man miss. Nobody open, just airs it out the right side, and that's going to go out of bounds. With all of that time to work with, somebody has got to get open. My goodness. He must have had like 8 seconds to throw at least. Show me the receivers downfield because somebody had to be open. Something. Third down and 19, 3:29 left on the clock. Caleb has been sacked twice, pressured 14 times in this game. Shotgun formation. He's got 3 wideouts to his left, takes a snap, throws a quick one out to Manungai, who's going to try to find a blocker. He gets back across midfield into Minnesota territory, but will still come up short of the line to gain, and that's going to bring up 4th down and about 4 for these Bears. The clock appears to have stopped due to an injured Viking on the field. 3:21 remaining. 4th and 5. And Ben Johnson looks to be keeping his offense out on the field. Now they're saying that the Vikings called their first timeout. They did not. There's not an injury stopping the clock. So the Vikings have used their first timeout. 3:21 remaining. 4th down and 5. And Ben Johnson is keeping his offense out on the field. They did manage to get the ball back across midfield. It is 5 yards to the line to gain, but their run game has been playing excellent. Let's see what the Bears decide to do here. Caleb has not been seeing open receivers well downfield. He's only 16 of 32. He either hasn't been seeing them or they're not getting open. Let's see what this offense decides to do. The ball is at the 44-yard line of Minnesota. Caleb in the shotgun, two tight ends, two wideouts. Monungai lined up next to him. Now he's changing the play, going under center. 5 seconds left on the play clock, excuse me. And they are not going to actually snap this ball. And it looks like the Bears will just take the delay a game penalty and punt it away. They were just ultimately trying to draw him off sides. Did not happen. And the Bears will punt it away after the intentional taking of the delay of game. Bears unable to gain any points so far in this fourth quarter. Lined up for a field goal and missed it. And beyond that, they have not been able to do any scoring. 4th and 10 now. 3:21 remaining. Torrey Taylor ready to kick this ball away. Standing at his own 36. Ball is in the air. It will be taken in around the 15-yard line on a fair catch, and that is where Minnesota will take over with 3:14 remaining, and the Bears hanging on still to a 6-point lead. 16-10. I think it's probably a good time to go P for the D. It appears this broadcast is not going to give me time to P for the D because they are already on the field. J.J. McCarthy, 10 of 24 for 2 picks, 74 yards, a 14.9 passer rating on the day. Let's keep that up, gentlemen. Ball at the 15. McCarthy in the shotgun, 3 wide outs. Looks like he's got Mason lined up next to him again. Well, that's Aaron Jones on the carry, and he will have about 2 yards on that first down carry. Vikings staying committed to the run, even though they're still down in this game. Clock will continue to tick. 3:01, 3 minutes, 2:59. They are getting back to the line right away. McCarthy in the shotgun for the same formation. Throws it over the middle. That's going to be complete to Hawkinson. And he is going to get this ball out across the 35-yard line. 2:43, 2:42, 2:41 remaining. McCarthy getting it right over the middle to Hawkinson, who goes down tripping over himself, but is untouched, gets back up, and this ball is at the 39-yard line of of Minnesota. McCarthy in the shotgun takes the snap, hands off, and this is to Jordan Mason this time. No, that's Aaron Jones in there again, and he's going to have a gain of about 4 on that first down carry. Second down incoming. 2:16, 2:15, 2:14 left to go in this fourth quarter. Jesus Christ, I cannot talk right now. Action is flowing, and they're going to try to get the snap off. They do before the 2-minute warning. McCarthy throws it out to the right side, and that pass is going to be dropped by Hawkinson. That will bring up 3rd down and 4 with 2:03 remaining on the clock. So they will snap one more time before the 2-minute warning here. Vikings with 3rd down and 4. And they are trying to keep their hopes alive right now. Hawkinson with a huge catch earlier on this drive and now drops it on that second down play. 2:03 remaining on the clock. 3rd down and 4. And this will be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Ball at the Minnesota 45-yard line. McCarthy in the shotgun takes the snap, throws it out to his right. And that ball is deflected. And that will bring up 4th and 4 with 1:59 remaining on the clock. Excuse me. Geez. We are now at the 2-minute warning, and that was Montez Sweat getting his name called for the first time in the game so far. Gets his hands up and deflects the pass intended for Aaron Jones. That would have been a surefire first down, even if it would have only been a short gain, but it would have been enough. However, it is now going to be 4th and 4 after the 2-minute warning, and I will now take my P for the D. All right, I am back. We are at the 2-minute warning. Bears hanging on to their 6-point lead. Vikings will have 4th and 4 from, I believe, their own 45-yard line when we return from this 2-minute warning. Bears making it an event once again. Please stop them here and end this game. Charger going out on the phone on the TikTok stream here. Luckily, I saw that. Okay, we are good here. Bears with all 3 of their timeouts. Vikings with 2 timeouts. 16-10. Bears have the lead. 1:59 remaining in this game. It is 4th down and 4. The Bears can put a stop to it right here. 45-yard line. McCarthy in the shotgun. He's got a fullback, looks like, behind him. 3 wideouts and a tight end. Takes the snap. He's got pressure. And that is going to be completed to Jordan Addison, who will have just enough for a first down to keep this drive alive. 1:49 left. The clock's still moving at the moment. Jordan Addison working against Nick McLeod. That's not a very good matchup. Shotgun snap to McCarthy, throws it over the middle. That's going to be complete to Justin Jefferson, who will be tackled by the shoelaces. 132, 131, 130 remaining. The heart's starting to pound here. McCarthy lining up in the shotgun. 3 wideouts, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Takes the shotgun snap, looking over the middle. That's going to be completed to Hawkinson, and he's going to be brought down at the 31-yard line. Clock still ticking. 113, 112, 111. Vikings do need the touchdown and an extra point to win. Field goal will do them no good. Opting not to use any of their timeouts right now. 103, 102. McCarthy in the shotgun takes the snap, looking over the middle, looking right, throws it to the right. That's going to be completed, and man will go out of bounds. And that is, I don't even know. Oh, that's Jalen Naylor. First completion to Naylor on the game here. My heart is racing because we are coming down to the wire, and the Vikings are now inside the red zone with just under a minute, I believe, here. Yeah, you and me both. Bob needs a drink here. I feel you, Bob. 56 seconds left in this game. Bears hanging on to their 6-point lead, but the Vikings are now inside the red zone. Ball at the 15-yard line. McCarthy in the shotgun. 3 wideouts, a tight end and a running back. He drops back, looking over the middle, throwing it out to the left side, and that is going to be completed to Jordan Addison for a touchdown. And the Vikings have now tied it up, pending the extra point with 50 seconds remaining. Uh, 50 seconds. Bears do have all 3 of their timeouts yet, but it is currently a tie game pending the extra points. Extra point. Snap, the spot, the kick is up, it is through, and the Vikings have taken a 1-point lead with 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Jesus. I am not enjoying how this game is going now. Nashawn Wright, man. Had he taken the proper step, he would have had an opportunity for another interception there. But unfortunately, he took a step in the wrong direction there. And Addison, able to come down with the touchdown. 50 seconds left to go. And J.J. McCarthy, who is having a 14.9 passer rating leading up to that touchdown, pulls ahead on the Bears once again, but this time there are 50 seconds left to go, and the Bears have all 3 of their timeouts. Let's go, Bears, Bears, Bears. A nice kick return would go a long way, that's for sure. Devin Duvernay, I'm looking at you. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share. YouTubers find me on TikTok. TikTokers find me on YouTube. We have 50 seconds left in this fourth quarter, and the kick is up in the air, and the Bears getting ready to return. That will be taken in around the 3-yard line by Duvernay. He is out across the 20, across the 25 to the 30, the 35 to 40, the 45 to 50. He's out to the 45 to 40, and it's where he goes out of bounds well into Minnesota territory. There are only 42 seconds left. The Bears have all 3 of their timeouts, and they are set up with tremendous field position to close out this football game. Holy crap. Devin Duvernay, who has not had a return like that yet to this point this year, and he comes up with a huge one in a huge spot. And even the sideline trainers are screaming, go, go, go. And Kevin O'Connell is screaming the F-bombs on the sideline. Holy crap, Duvernay coming through in a huge spot. Bears, first down and 10, ball at the Minnesota 40. Caleb under center. Turns, hands it off to DeAndre Swift, carries it up the left side, and that will be a gain of about 4 yards. And it will be second down, and it looks as though somebody's using a timeout here, and I just don't know who. Minnesota using their second timeout already because they know what the likely outcome is here. However, nothing is a guarantee, so the Bears just need to keep pounding away at that rock. Devin Duvernay is going to get himself a game ball if the Bears get this victory. Go Bears, bear down. Welcome in, welcome in. All 205 of you. Holy crap, you guys are amazing. Please like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe and share. TikTokers, if at some point you can go find me on YouTube and subscribe, that would be excellent. I will not beg, but it would be a great favor. If the Bears pull this one off, you can do it as a personal favor to me. But anyways, second down and 7. Caleb under center, I formation, 37 seconds left. He sends Loveland in motion, turns, hands it off to Swift, who gets met in the backfield and is going to be brought down for a loss of 2. And it is going to bring up third down, and I believe that is going to be the final timeout taken by the Vikings here. Excuse me. The Vikings have spent a lot of time in the Bears' backfield today on running plays, which is very scary to see because there's been moments where the Bears can't even get the handoff, and the Vikings are already on it. So no timeouts for the Vikings, 3 for the Bears, 33 seconds remaining in this game. And it is going to be third down and 8. Bears need to get positive yardage because this is a very long field goal for Santos right now. He has made one from this distance, but you can't guarantee it. Caleb under center, I formation once again behind him, sends Loveland in motion. Turns, hands it off to Swift, who carries it up the right side, and he is going to get just enough for that first down. Let's call a timeout, Bears. It's going to be just shy. Bears are not going to call their timeout. It looks like they're going to call it just shy of the line to gain. It's going to be 4th down and 1. And the Bears are going to take this clock down to a couple of seconds and attempt a game winner right here, right now. I might have called a timeout and run one more play just to get closer, but it is what it is. Ben Johnson calling a timeout with 4 seconds remaining, and Cairo Santos will be brought on to win the game for the Bears. My goodness, this is the 3rd week in a row that the Bears have induced heart palpitations in me. Santos is 3 of 4 on the day. He did miss his last field goal. Chance to redeem himself right here. He made 38, 54, 33, and he missed from 45. This is going to be a 48-yarder. Santos from 48 to win. And my heart is a-racing. I don't even want to check my watch for the beats per minute right now. 48-yard attempt, Santos. The snap, the spot, the kick. It is up. And it is good! It is good! The Bears get the divisional win against Minnesota on the road. 19-17 is the final, and I cannot take this anymore, gentlemen. Stop doing this to me on a weekly basis. Bears with the win, 19-17. Cairo Santos with the game-winning kick from 48 yards out after missing a 45-yarder on the previous kick. Great snap, great spot, hold, and that baby looked like it might have been going left at first, but then it has a little hook back to the right, and it makes it through, and the Bears are now 7-3. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Oh my God. Thank you, everybody who's here for this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And now I got to go have a smoke or something. And I don't even smoke cigarettes no more. Jesus Christ. Holy crap. The Bears with the game winner, 19-17. And they are 7-3. And tonight we are cheering on the Philadelphia Eagles to defeat the Detroit Lions to give the Bears their sole possession of first place in the NFC North. All right. That took a ton out of me. I need a rest now. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I am going to take off. Check out the channels later, and I will definitely have some videos up. But thank you for joining me, and peace out, everyone. Oh, my God. End the stream. End now. Goodbye. End.